Hey everyone!
Hey.
Welcome to more San Extreme! Woo! More Sanic Frontiers. We got
Am I
the Atom
slouched enough to
Can.
fit in the camera? Yeah,
There's no puppies, so now it's just the Atom
if
Can.
I sit up, my head is like cut off. I gotta kind of slouch.
Yeah, I guess you do. I could always put something underneath the camera to lift it, but it will show more bookcase. Keep that in mind also. Alright. So, let's see what we can do. I guess uncovering more map and getting more keys would be ideal in this game.
Did you like tweet out the stream?
I did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's what I was doing before. So Adam's almost done his book, guys. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, it's nice.
Very close.
I always feel like it might take too long to finish a book, but I don't know. My first novel, it was like over 2 years. It was killing me. This one I feel like is over a year now.
How do I get up there?
It kind of crept up on me, but I think I published the last book in November, so this would make it over a year I've been working on it. But whatever.
Ah!
Do I get a freebie for like?
Motherfucker! God. Okay.
If
Continue.
I combine
Is that not
December.
it? That wasn't it? Why did it? I hate this. Every time you think you found the platform you're supposed to go on, it's like, actually, that leads the opposite direction.
Yeah, under, and then oh no, under and then oh yeah. Okay. So
I'm
what's
never gonna get there in time.
what's the
Because it took
lore?
me so long just to figure out.
No, you'll get there. This is a children's game. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I thought it was over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the platform was closer than that.
What's the spiky heart?
Oh,
right.
Yeah, you traded up for
Yeah.
upgrading your strength and speed.
Because I was thinking, like, is there another character? I thought it was like, because Amy gets the hearts.
Right.
I thought maybe there was like edgy Amy gets the spiky hearts.
Ah, yes. It's like the Shadow Amy.
I don't know. I bet we're gonna complete the area and do the Super Saiyan battle.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Joseph.
We are getting close, aren't we? Or at least it feels like we're getting close. I wasn't making much progress last time. Just because I was lost all the time.
We're doing pretty good. I was just talking about I'm almost done with my book. If I get to count November and December as 1 month, because of all the holiday shenanigans, then I should be done with this book in a year. Not a year from now, but it should have taken a year total. I'm gonna tell people it took a year.
Turn the volume down.
My first book, I tell people a little over 2, but I don't even like to think about how much over 2. But
Okay. I like it.
yeah.
Oh, back over here.
Now I just gotta do the final read through, but I gotta get ink. There's gonna be like 200 pages on 216 pages on 8.5 by 11, and we'll see what I can make that into. With Treading Water, I did some clever things with my margins. It's almost embarrassing to think about.
I bet I could get it to stop doing that if I turned the cinematic camera off, but then I'm worried about it being less cool. Well, because, like, whenever I go through the loop-de-loops, I kind of like the cinematic angle,
Yeah.
but everything else is just awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I need mods.
Sorry,
Oh shit!
I
This is
didn't
on.
mean to, like, interrupt you, of course.
This is on PC, so you can get all sorts of mods. Maybe they have camera mods.
Maybe. I wouldn't mind using those mods. That would be great.
a year, even a little over a year, is really good time. It's taken me an average of 2.5 years to write, but I also write really long books and take a lot of breaks.
Adam writes pretty long books too.
I don't know. This book was supposed to be a short thing, you know? I was thinking, like,
Well,
all
they
right.
always start off as short things, right?
I was like, all right, in 1 year I'll write, like, 3 novellas. It's fine.
What if I could side loop it?
And then it turned into, like, a regular-sized book. Which I guess is for the best, because, like, how do you sell a novella? I don't know.
Could I do that this whole time? Am I an idiot?
Probably. Can you
Oh, fuck.
press the button?
No, I mean, that's obviously how you do this puzzle. I
Oh.
couldn't figure it out before. But you see, because it goes upward,
Right.
now it makes a lot of sense. Side loop everything. That's the... So,
Something I've noticed with selling the toys is it would be much better if the toys were smaller and cost more money, you know?
oh my god, I can actually see the land. Knuckles?
I mean, not smaller and cost more money, bigger and cost more money, you know? Like a higher price point thing. Although, you get less customers, maybe, so I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah, comics are quite complicated as well.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, at the price that people normally pay for comics, it's just really hard to make them worth your time.
Because there's some people that show up, and they're like, oh, I'm just, it's awesome that you write books. Like, oh, man, people, like, you know, don't do that enough or whatever, right? And then they're like, I want to buy it because they like that I write books, right? They don't,
right. They think it's so quaint.
and they're like, I'm not going to read it, but yeah, I just like to stick it on my shelf. It's like, you know, makes me feel good to know that someone's out there writing books. It's like,
Cool.
yeah, all right. And so they get the cheapest book, right? Which is Leaves of the World Tree.
Yes. I see.
But that same guy, if I didn't have Leaves of the World Tree, would get the more expensive one. But then at the same time, there's other people that wouldn't get the more expensive book, but they would get the cheaper book. And then there's some people that go to a stand and they're like, I'm going to spend money. And they don't really think about how much. And they just kind of could be easily led to get like a Hogwarts castle as opposed to like a fidget. They'd be equally happy with both and not concerned about the money. Ah, how cultured. You're keeping the lost art of writing alive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hey, Gergie, you want to hang out?
He's still waiting for his treats.
Gergie? Cannot be healthy to crack my elbow like that. Hey, Gergie, come.
No, it's you, Gerd.
Hey, buddy.
Take it.
Do you want to hang out?
Hi. Hi.
Recovery smash.
You're such a sweetheart, aren't you? It's so cute. I can't get over like how he does this.
Yeah.
It's
He's an absolute cuddle machine.
Yeah, because like Beamer,
So sweet.
Beamer would never like. He'd have to be so zonked out to like lay on top of you.
Aww.
He'd have to be like mid-sleep to put his head like on your like anything. And this guy's just like, yes, you are a pillow.
Woo-hoo.
I should probably take some kind of decongestant.
Yeah, you've been really congested lately.
Yeah. Can't even blame like seasonal allergies anymore. I don't
It's
know.
more like yearly allergies.
Yeah.
Eating having this issue all year.
It's funny, John was saying that when he cut seed oils out, he felt like a lot better. Like
I'd like to cut seed oils out.
he was just saying like his nose is just so much more open. Like he can just breathe so much more. Like he never had any particular trouble, but he's just noticing that it's easier to breathe.
Ah. Stop. No. Oh.
Easier to breathe and his skin cleared up. He's having some kind of like rash or skin thing. I don't remember. Acne or something.
Hey.
Oh, you had to hit it through the rings.
Ah.
Ah!
Oh.
No.
Oh my god. I'm so mad.
I can tell you before you hit it if it go in. No.
Well, it goes over it sometimes.
No, because you're going the wrong angle.
What do you mean?
Left? No. Okay. Right? A little left? Little left. There you go.
See, it goes over it.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, you have to go at it at a higher angle, maybe?
I think you gotta go, like, further away.
You could do that, too. Yeah. Yeah. For now, what I have to do is, can you get higher when you hit it? Jump, 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 jump.
Nuts.
Yep. All that I've got left for this book is I got to do the final read through. Well, we'll see how final it is depending on how it looks, you know. I think there's still like a town or something I gotta name.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. As I was like compiling it into one document, I saw a bunch of like the blank spaces and I was like, oh god, what didn't I do? I think it's the name of one of the towns. It was pretty cool because I wanted, because you know how like most fantasy is like vaguely British. I was trying to make this one like vaguely German, not like a true, you know, Germanic like thing, right? But I just thought like there's like kind of that like diet British that people do with like a lot of fantasy, and I didn't want to like be focusing on that necessarily, but I just kind of, you know, I just kind of wanted the terrain and stuff to be a bit like kind of mountainy and, well, not a bit mountainy, I guess really mountainy.
You're really mountainy, yes.
But yeah, I just kind of, yeah, I just wanted to make it like kind of a little bit German in the same way that people make stuff like a little bit British when they do fantasy a lot.
Stop it. I'll fight us.
Yeah, this one's fun. So anyway, because of that, I was like looking at this document my uncle sent me of like different like ancestry stuff that he tracked down. Music for the Sumo Fight is sick. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. Did I forget about you? I think 2.5 years is a pretty reasonable time frame for the book. It always like freaked me out thinking about how long a book takes to write. Like George R. R. Martin worked on the first Game of Thrones for 15 years.
Yeah, but he's crazy.
Yeah, he has a real problem.
Where was I going again? Oh, I guess I didn't have a destination picked out.
I do kind of hope as I get better at writing, I'll get faster. Like more experience writing books. This book, I feel like I was a lot more organized, but not nearly organized enough to say for sure that it's going to be really smooth editing the next book. But, I don't know.
So I think this is the closest question mark.
George R. R. Martin apparently only writes on a specific super old computer. I could believe that. I think I've seen it.
He seems like the type.
I think he's done like an interview and people have like showed his janky old computer. I think there's some authors that write by hand too, which is crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
But it's one of those things where it's like you don't really write by hand because you have like assistants that will like transcribe it and then you'll edit it on the computer.
Mm.
You know, it's like by hand, my ass. It's really the computer is like the final form it's got to be in. I initially when I started writing, I wrote by hand. I think just because I liked it felt more personal because it's my handwriting. But then you do little things that kind of make it your own. Then, you know, I don't know, school really, like, you know, kids love learning, but kids hate school. It's just such a waste.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. School kind of just sucks.
Part of school is just like deadening people to just suffering. Just like it's like, yeah, well, you don't like sitting in school all day, hearing
you don't like breathing in stagnant air and getting bullied by both students and teachers.
Yeah, and then being taught incorrect information. Like I just remember so many times, like a teacher would say something, and then I was like, that's not correct, right?
Right.
And then they would be
Then
like,
you get
well,
mad.
it's going to be this way on the test, so you better remember it this way. And it's like, what the fuck is a test, dude? It's like, anything that you know about, and then people will talk about, anything that you know about that people then talk about without a great deal of information is always like very like hard to encounter.
Mm.
But I just remember, you know, when you first like learning to write or work with a computer, teachers like, it has to be da 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 da, like all the formatting has to be a certain way, and to some extent that is true. You can't just have like retarded formatting. Like I've had like friends or whatever that got into writing, etc., and then they had me look at what they worked on, and it would on occasion, like the formatting would just be like super jank, like it's hard to describe, I guess. Although it's like I think one of my friends was writing on RTF files or something, like the files that feed into computer programs well, rich text something, or RTX or something. It's just for no reason, right? There's no excuse for it, but it would cause it to have these random sections where it would be the words would be like super spaced out. Like it would be one random line in the paragraph would just be like spaced out by like several indents, just like across. It's like.
Oh my god. Stop.
I have a weird formatting. I think in Leaves of the World Tree I had kind of weird formatting, especially. But it's how I write. I don't indent when I'm writing. It's weird because I think even formal writing no longer has indenting in it, like when you're writing like emails to people. Because Gmail doesn't support indents, it changes your selection with tab. It doesn't make an indent. So you'd have to manually input several spaces. And I think people just don't. So. The school's so efficient in destroying kids. It's indoctrination and demoralization, teaching social and conformity views, yeah. People get used to following orders, memorization. Yeah, and I don't think memorization really helps anybody.
Well,
Especially,
it's not the same as intelligence.
Right, and it also, in a increasingly automated world, AI is going to do automated things a lot better than like people are. But learning new skills is something that AI does very poorly. So even in a world where you can imagine AIs being very efficient and effective, which they are not, you could not imagine AIs efficiently and effectively adapting to new processes. A person would have to learn the process intimately and then try to figure out a way for an AI to do it, get shortcuts and stuff. So it's...
Energy balance? Oh. Harry, my bad.
So one of the more important skills to learn is going to be like adapting to new skills, rather than memorizing dates and times and stuff. Although when you say a random date, people seem to think that you're smart because they're used to having to memorize them in school. So like, if you say some kind of historical fact, people are like, I don't think that's real. But then if you just say like 1892, people are like, oh. Oh wow, are you a history major?
Oh, that's really specific. You must know what you're talking about.
So like sometimes when I'm trying to sound smart, instead of saying like, I don't know, sometime in the early 1600s, I'll be like, I don't know, like 1623 or something, and then they'll be like, oh, they all of a sudden,
Smart man.
like it'll be the same story. Like I'll be telling a story and get interrupted, and they'll be like ignoring me very like rudely, and I'll be talking to someone else, and then just say 1623, and then they'll like want to ask all these questions about the whatever historical event. It's like, it's a weird kind of like training. Oh, rich text format, yeah, RTF.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think he wrote everything on Notepad, which I did too. So I went from writing it on paper to I didn't want to use Microsoft Word because it was like, there was so much bullshit all over the place in Microsoft Word. I just like so much stuff in the way, so many like random buttons and stuff.
Mm.
And I liked WordPad for that, because you would have to format it yourself and make your margins, and I thought that was kind of like punk rock or whatever. But
Punk rock.
oh, you like the way I formatted Leaves of the World Tree? I'm glad, because that's sort of how I write. I don't indent while I'm writing, and then I have a space between each paragraph. And that's just kind of how I think, I physically can't get the writing done unless I'm like, I have some like space between stuff. I also gotta say, there's nothing that is quite so annoying as like when you're writing something down, like when you like I've been typing something, And then people have been like criticizing how I'm like writing down whatever note or whatever I'm doing. And it's like nothing is will quite make me so angry. Someone trying to like very pompously like tell me how I'm supposed to be like writing down notes or something.
I mean, obviously I'm supposed to put them in here, right?
Yeah, I think you gotta match the colors and then push them in.
Oh, you know what? I probably have to stomp them or something.
No. When you circled around it, you change the color.
I can't push things.
Can you dash into it? Like jump and dash? Jump and like attack dash?
Nah,
Can you hit it?
the prompt is supposed to show up. See?
Okay. Well, why don't you just circle around them and match the colors then? So start all the way on one side. So you got to make that one red. The blue one on the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it again. Maybe.
I don't think I actually changed the colors.
I thought the yellow one was a different color, and then you circled around it.
No.
Let's circle around another one.
Oh. Maybe the Coco's now. Do you know? Tell me the secrets of your ancient civilization. I can circle around this one. Maybe there's some other tool I have to engage with to interact like this giant thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's a crane.
Yeah.
I can't interact with it quite yet, so I might need to do
Yeah,
a story.
The Big Bang Theory is weird because it's always weird hearing a quote-unquote smart character in a show because they'll quote something
Ah!
or they'll say something and then people will be like, whoa, what are you even talking about? And it'll be like really simple and it also will be wrong. Hey, buddy.
Ah, I can't do it yet. But that's it. It's the crane.
Like when Technobabble is bad, it's
Excuse me. I didn't ask you.
I think it was in the middle of the third, so notice some imperfect comma usage in Olaf. Thought it was, but you thought, well, I guess I was. I'm in the middle of the third story, The Smell of Pirates. Olaf was really action-packed and solid. I did notice some imperfect comma usage. Will advise 3AM was intriguing, and I wanted more. Thank you. Yeah, so Olaf is very old. It was super old, and when I was like putting together the collection, I was like, maybe it's too old, and maybe the bones are too rotten. Like, but then the intro paragraph, like the how I started it, is still holds up, and I was like, well, maybe it hit it from lower. There you go.
Oh, what'd you read?
My ex showed me Big Bang Theory, saying how much he loved it. That was the beginning of the end of our relationship. I used to really, really hate Big Bang Theory.
I always hated it. I didn't know why
Yeah.
people liked it.
I
No
don't-
offense to people who like it, but I don't understand you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're freaks.
Yeah.
No offense. Ooh, another question mark. And it's closer.
Because, like, not everyone who's a goddamn nerd is also a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I always thought that people that were really afraid of nerdy shit were huge fucking losers. Like, I remember I was at this like pre-college program, and there was this guy. And we were talking about nothing, right? And I don't know. Nothing was going on, right? And it's just a bunch of like posturing and people trying to like pretend like they're cool. And I was like, hey, so you said earlier you like Warhammer. So like, tell me about that. Like, how's I don't know anything about like the, I was like, how long are the games or whatever? Like, do you have to go to a place for that, or do you like have a table for that? And he was like, "Oh no, don't talk about that here, man." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "What is this like?" I always thought those people were like mega losers, but at the same time, like, I don't know, there's also, it's just like the people in the Big Bang Theory are always just like weird and not smart. Like, I don't know, like
There's a lot of
I
think one of the worst part about like modern sitcoms is they tend to just only write mean characters.
right.
And the addition of them being mean and thinking that they're really smart is like, oh god. So you're just insufferable.
Yeah, but then they would say something, they would say a video game, and then they'd always put like 5 or something like that or whatever, and it was like, there's not that many sequels. The games don't. It's like, oh my god, that's such an
Every
obscure
game
game. It's the
has,
5th
like-
one, and it was like, what do you mean the 5th one? How is it obscure? There's a whole series. Like, I don't know. They would just refer to things weirdly. Like if they're referring to a rare game and then they refer to it as 5, it's like, well, clearly people liked 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to say a rare series, that makes sense, right? It's just a weird way of like talking, you know. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Big Bang Theory is it's not actually written by nerds. It's written by, like, the people who made fun of nerds. You know?
Yeah.
So there's always kind of that dissociation.
Also, yeah, that whole thing about, also, hi, Never, and hi, Agus. Yeah, the whole thing about, like, humans are the only animal that goes to war, yeah, no, monkeys will randomly just go murder other monkeys. There's a bunch of animals that do that, where they just, like, randomly, territorially will just go murder other animals.
Yeah, dolphins are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Nah, Olaf was a great opener. It reminded me of Howard's Conan or the kinds of fight scenes Joe Abercrombie writes. I am glad you think so. Yeah. I'm glad you think so. It was an old story, and so I was like, there was a lot to the structure that just. I was taking a break from school to publish it, and I was just like, there isn't really time to rewrite this whole story and like make it, and then sit on it for a while and make sure it's good. And so I was like, I kind of need to do like a sort of triage on it. Otherwise, I'm writing a different story instead of this one. So it was a big collection, and there's some stories in it that got more love than others. The Smell of Pirates, it like, I don't know, it needed more editing than it got, I think. Especially like the first section. I'm still proud of the whole collection, but yeah, I'm not surprised there's improper comma usage in Olaf. It was kind of, there was a couple places where I kind of just made the choice to make it wrong because I thought it would read better even if it was incorrect. So, you know.
I swear I'm going like fucking insane. I thought I was going towards the question mark, apparently not.
Yeah, I think Olaf was like, it was really tight, but maybe almost tight to the point of being like constrictive. Yeah. And that was also something people said about a lot of those stories is they wanted more. But like some people said they wanted more to the point of every story being kind of unsatisfying, and it's like, fuck. Well, I guess it's better than people being like glad that the story's over.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. Yeah, 3 a.m. is a bunch of people's favorites. I think my brother's favorite was the last story, Amorphous, and then
I like the Marcus.
a lot of people like Olaf, but I don't know. I think it's kind of fatiguing to read Olaf. I think I made it too dense. I think if I wrote it again, I would.
Fuck this question mark. I can't find it. I give up.
I'd probably slow it down, I guess. I don't know. I would restructure it, probably. Like, with my more... The way I write now, I think it would end up being longer, necessarily. But it's a collection of short stories, so you kind of have to fight with your medium a little bit.
Is this it? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this, though. If they're gonna insert confusing puzzles, can they, like...
I heard
information
that they made a movie... The Young Sheldon movie had a bunch of... Well, maybe I'm thinking about a different show or something. One of my friends was telling me they were making some kind of... I thought it might have been Young Sheldon, where there's a bunch of sexual innuendos.
The kids show?
When they made him when they made Sheldon a child. I don't know if it was Young Sheldon or something else.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Young Sheldon or something else where it was like the character's gay and then they're like, but they're a child and then they're like.
I don't think Sheldon is gay. I think he's just super autistic.
No, I don't think so either. There was some other thing that my friend was talking about where it was like, he's like, I'm gay and no one will fuck me, and it's like, yeah, but you're 3.
Oh my god.
But that was like part of the, I don't know. I don't think it was the Young Sheldon thing. It was in the same, it was a conversation where that got brought up, and I just don't remember what show he was even referring to, or what movie, or whatever it was.
I know, I wouldn't know either.
Squish
I'm
the
not into
doggo?
that. Squish him, madam. Squish, squish, squish.
Are hedgehogs desert animals? Why is Sonic in the desert? Hedgehogs? They're like
I don't know hedgehog facts.
forest animals, I think.
I know they eat berries.
I think that might be temperate climate, guys. Sonic is in the desert because this is Act 2, and Act 2 is always the desert, right? From Diablo to Sonic the Hedgehog. Right,
Aw,
buddy?
you are just so relaxed, aren't you, Gergie?
Hey, Gergie. Can I have a high five? Can I get a high five? Agus over here is like a secret agent. Every time he says something, he like destroys the message. Yeah. The first act was like Scotland, and now we're in like some kind of Arizona type place.
So,
I get hedgehogs and porcupines confused. I don't even know.
2 more keys, and I can get the next emerald. Knuckles is over here? Or is he over here? Does that mean I need to go talk to him? Well, let me do this first.
I have to be really alert to make sure I can read the Agus messages before he destroys all trace of the exploding comment. I'm just messing around.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
this is such a happy dog.
You a happy dog or are you a bunny?
Gotta get comfortable, right, Gary?
Are you a rabbit? I think you're a rabbit. You're so close to seeing Avatar in the theater, but you're so wiped from work, don't want to be driving home for an hour, tired after a 3-hour movie.
Fair point.
Yeah. I'm not crazy, that's the same message. It's like... For a second I thought it was like a copy pasta where you like swap something. Hedgering. How are you enjoying Elden Hog? Oh, I get it.
Whoops. Man, I went too fast.
Sonic the Ring.
Sonic Ring.
Sonic of the Ring, yeah. Breath of the Hog. No. Unpleasant. Sky Hog. Sonic Rim.
Sonic Souls.
Sonic Oblivion. Oh, Nick. You jumped over every ring. You monster.
Oh, fuck. Stop messing me up, Adam.
Do you believe this?
I keep on thinking I have to jump there. But it punishes you for jumping by making you not.
Trisha's liking it, I think. I like watching it. The backgrounds are cool, and I couldn't look at the backgrounds if I was playing because I would fall off and die. The backgrounds of these levels are cool. I think these levels are a lot better than the open world stuff, but there's so much filler open world stuff. So
Yeah, there's not as much to look at in the open world.
the first area was gorgeous. Now we're stuck in the fucking desert.
I did it again.
Who else is hyped for Armored Core 6? I am hyped for Armored Core 6. I said this before, but I really like mechs, but I feel like I don't have a right to like mechs until I've, like, done enough mech research.
Man,
You
what?
know?
Where's the other fucking red star?
Adam being toxic again. Frosk tried to warn us about gamers like him.
I can't find this other goddamn red star. I feel like I've gone through the whole
You
map.
tried not being bad.
Why are you doing this? I didn't do anything to you.
'Cause you're a whammon.
No.
Wasn't it the one that you jumped past at the bar where you swing on the bar?
Is there one up there?
Because I remember you getting annoyed that you missed it.
No, well,
but then
because
you-
if you miss the bar, then you can just fall off the stage.
Oh, yeah, but there was one above it, above
I
the bar.
didn't see
Yeah.
anything about the bar.
I think an RPG mech game would be super cool. I've seen a couple games, like there was, whatever that series is, where they screwed over Blaine Pardo. There's some author who wrote for this mech company, Blaine Pardo, and then the company hired his stalker, his, someone that was harassing him was like a transgender dude, or girl, I don't know what they're, and fired him. Like, he lost his job for them. Yeah, right up there.
Well, that was it. See, I can tell because I can't see the backgrounds, otherwise it'd fall off.
Right, yeah. Fair enough. I guess that's my job.
Get back to work, Adam.
Battletech. Battletech, that's what it was.
Hey, got an S.
Yeah. You didn't say Battletech, you said BattleBots and WarTech, and then I just figured it out. Battletech. Yeah, Battletech, the guy who wrote a lot of the lore, they, like, ditched him in favor of, like, some crazy person. Because they were like, we're trying to get more... Oh, right. Trying to get more female writers or something. And then they wrote some kind of, like, deranged book. So, like,
That's usually how it goes.
yeah.
Well, it's just, you know, not that female writers inherently are bad. It's just when you're trying to hire based on an identity and not based on talent.
I don't know if they're... I think there would be some debate as to whether or not they're female or not.
I see.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Like, it's not... Yeah.
Let's see here.
I think it's trans the other way. Because if the company was calling them female writer, it would have to be the other direction.
Okay, that was not the direction.
But yeah, it's super weird. That looked okay, but the game that they put out for that was like an only online thing, and I hate only online games. They suck up so much time because you gotta like compete.
How do I get up here? I hate this. Why do they make it hard to fucking move?
Demon X Machina. There's all these like mech game recommendations.
No, not tank. No. I don't like tank. I don't even know where I am on the screen.
Hey, is this a good time to ask you if you want to make any more JoJo reviews?
There's no more no JoJo. Oh, there I am. Oh my god, it's so dark and blue that I can't even see myself.
Maybe I should like, yeah. Maybe I should be writing down all these recommendations. I feel like I should be reading some mech stuff because I at some point I want to do some sci-fi thing. And I think it might be neat to have one of the characters, you know, using mechs and stuff, or at least have that as be like a story element. But I feel like I need to like do a bit more to kind of. That's the other thing I wanted. I was thinking maybe at some point I might make like a not a series, but like a one-off, like Greco-Roman kind of fantasy story. And then I was thinking like I should definitely have at least like read the Odyssey and stuff. It's like a lot of research that I should do to be able to do that and feel like I'm qualified for it. So.
Okay.
Apparently part 6 is out for JoJo.
Okay.
You're so squishy, Gertie.
How do I get over there? Why is it like a mystery how to get places? Why can't they just have a ladder? Why can't I kick down ladders? God damn it.
It's not anything. That's not a feature normally people are looking for.
It's better than this.
What if you could just run up any surface? How about that?
That would be nice. You being cute.
Yeah. played this one mech game. Someone said what it was. Someone in chat one time knew what it was, and I don't remember now. But it was a game only in Japanese for the PS3, or maybe it was on other consoles. I don't know. Man, I have to itch my left arm, but now I have dog on right hand, and I'm allergic to dogs. I'm allergic to you, Gergie. Can I get up?
Gergie, what have you done?
Will you let me get up to wash my hands so I can itch my left arm? It is so itchy, Gergie.
I thought this was the direction. And then it just made me go all the way over here, and I don't want to be over here. I want to be over there. Oh, God.
He's such a, amenable dog. You can just,
Stop it. Ugh.
He's, ready to go to sleep while I'm playing with his paws.
It's like a fucking puzzle. Everywhere you go. Where is the fucking rail that I need?
Yeah, by the time I wash my hands, my arm kind of stopped itching.
Ooh, ooh. I'm so fucking confused. Alright. This is a direction. Hey. And yep, okay. Alright. Whoop. Okay.
Alright, very key.
I don't think I can jump dash that far.
So it was the game was split screen. The Gundams were in it, but I think other IPs were in the game too. And then and it was third person-ish, and I want to say Y was melee and X was shoot. But whatever, triangle and box. Square. How did square become the name for the button instead of box? Box is faster to say. I don't understand how PlayStation got by with those buttons in the first place. How do you even survive with people? It's what button is it? And then people go triangle. It's the giant word compared to just Y.
Yeah.
Just a single syllable. That's like naming a button W. It's which button is it? Chevron. It's oh, okay. Could have gone wedge, box, dot, X. Yeah. And then you're
Such a complicated way to run up a mountain, but okay.
I guess there's also start. But start isn't that bad. Start isn't triangle.
Triangle.
I could fucking get in the car and drive to the store and buy a triangle before I can say triangle. My God.
Oh, I opened up a shortcut. Yay.
Anyway, it was kind of funny. I think there's just something about people at that school. They were just so fucking bad at shit. Just so bad at stuff.
They gathered the most untalented.
Yeah.
And Adam. But then again, I guess that's the type of people who are usually attracted to a liberal arts school.
Weak. Just weakness. There was honestly like a tremendous amount of just people bad at everything at that school. Like really stupid and really bad at stuff. And that's like, you know, I met some friends and I did meet people that were like competent. But just like the amount of people to be in like
hard that I blew Sonic over.
The amount of people to be in like an elite university that just like couldn't do like regular stuff. These are supposed to be the smartest fucking people ever, and then this guy's like, well, how do I heat this up? And it's like it's a microwave soup. But what do you want? You just put it in the microwave, dude. Like what the fuck are you talking about? And he sticks it in the microwave for 8 minutes without putting any water in it, and it sets on fire. And then everyone is like dragged out of the building at like.
Can't even make ramen.
Everyone is like dragged out of the building at like 12:30. It was like and then like some girl is like, you know, dead asleep, and she's like, if I find out who did this, I'm gonna fucking kill them. And then it's like.
Can you believe that soup caught on fire?
It was like this. I knew him too, because we were all like hanging out in the lounge. There's this black dude with dreads, and he's just like.
Never had soup in his life.
He's just like, you didn't say. It's like, man, you didn't say to put water in it. And then everyone looks at him, and it was like, oh.
He just realizes,
oh. There's all these people in their fucking pajamas.
That is legit crazy, though.
There was snow on the ground. Everyone's like
they
walking
have
around in slippers.
They have giant directions on those like boxes of ramen.
Yeah.
In big bold letters.
It's just like, I don't know. You're supposed to be like really smart to be in college, right? Like you're supposed to be the smartest people on the planet. It's like, you didn't say to put water. It's like, it's soup, motherfucker. Where the water's?
Where else is the water gonna come from? Right, once again, following the rails has driven me in the exact opposite direction that I want to go.
And like, I can understand if it was frozen and you put it in the microwave and you thought that like it would thaw out and have water in there, but it was just a room temperature like dry soup mix. Hi.
Man, I just want to go up.
So, but anyway, there were people playing this mech game, and circle is to accept and X is to go back on in Japanese games. Madness. Oh no, sometimes it's triangle to go back.
My God.
And it's circle to go forward, and it's just like, circle to go, it's like, and it's just like I can't handle this. But anyway, they were like, just pick whatever Gundam you like, or mech you remember, or you recognize. So I picked the background goons from Gundam that were like always in those scenes where they have like the alternating circular explosions in the background. Like, it was just one of those goons, and he had a rifle, and I was like, oh, I remember these guys, and then I just like, I just immediately start shooting, right? I found the shoot button first, and I was like, okay, so I do that. I messed around. I was like, don't tell me the controls. I'll figure it out. And I just started shooting, and they're like, ha ha ha, shooting's not gonna. And I just wait a second and then shoot, and then he gets shot by like the whole volley of like da 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 da. Instantly mad, which is your first mistake. Oh man, that climb.
Man, the ancients were so up there in technology. How can we even comprehend this game?
Oh my god.
Am I literally just playing like an ancient... What?
You gotta go back a little bit. Left. Go left.
It won't let me pick it up like that?
Go left a little. There you go.
Okay. I was picking it up fine, though. I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. You could just let me have it.
Anyway, the guy was instantly, like, salty. And then I just kept on landing a ton of shots. And then I think he got up to me, and then I just, like, hit the melee button. And, you know, you have, like, an axe or something, like a yellowish axe. Yellow energy on the axe. And then he just goes, like, whoosh, one shot kills him, just, like, to finish him off. He's so mad. I mean, he has 2 lives, right? Because like, I had 5, because I'm, like, shitty, and he has a good mech, so he only gets 2 lives. And then I think he might have destroyed the... I shot him, and then I ran out of ammo, and then he destroyed the mech, and then I beat him all in melee. And he was so salty.
I bet he was. So chat, you guys watching Adam's new videos? His Storytime channel?
Probably a Zaku, especially if it had a shield on the right shoulder. That's a Zaku 2. They call it a Heat Hawk. The axe weapon. Well, Zaku 2s are my favorite mech. That was so goddamn funny. Everyone was like talking, like they were like talking him up while I was loading. They're like, "Oh man, he's so good. Oh man, you know this guy's gonna get destroyed." And then he lost horribly. It was so bad, and everyone was just quiet. This guy's
That's
like
perfect
seething.
justice.
It was just there was all these like yes men around that were like, "Oh man, you're so cool, Buzz."
Yeah.
Like, you're so good at this mech game. And then I literally didn't even move. I was just standing still. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. At just weird timings. I just would wait. You know, because I have no sense of rhythm. I have absolutely no musical sense of rhythm at all. And that is, I think, why it's hard to, like... I think that's part of my advantage in fighting games. Is like, it doesn't make any sense when I'm attacking. It's just like... it's so funny, though. And then someone else played me in a mirror match. They picked the Zaku 2 too. And then, they knew a lot more moves than I did. Like, they knew what the dodge button was. I didn't know until I had already, like, lost 2 lives how to dodge. And then it came down to last hit.
Is it time?
Aww. Thanks for reminding us, Trisha.
Reminding
about my channel.
Oh, yeah.
Adam fights like the drunken master. Yeah, it's completely discordant. Just
Wyvern! Oh, fuck.
Oh, they called it Wyvern? Alright, I'm in. Alright. It's a little cooler than I thought.
Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna win.
I gotta say, Wyvern is such a cooler...
Hatch Wyvern. Oh. Sonic is not ready yet to defeat Wyvern. I gotta get the last Chaos Emerald till I'm ready. To
Turn
into
Super Sonic. Here we go. Can you go into the...
and reach it using a homing attack.
Trisha, can you please go into the settings and crank up the music to be, like, super loud so we can get the really sick... like, nu metal from the early 2000s? Right, so
music is already maxed.
Right, but if you lower everything else and then you raise the volume of the game.
I think I can definitely afford to lower the sound effects.
Just put everything at... Yeah, just put everything at... Okay, 72, and then put everything else at 72. Besides the... put the voices at 72 too.
Wasn't it?
And then just raise the volume of the game. Like, on your computer.
Okay.
There you go. Now we're gonna have the sickest tunes, dude. The sickest tunes? You ready for the sickest tunes? Not this. When she transforms into supersonic, mark my words, it's gonna be like... Cut my life
fuck.
into pieces. What's the... Oh.
This is my last resort.
Did anyone see, like, the Broly movie for Dragon Ball Z? The music is so loud you can't hear the people. And it's like, this is the original mix. Like, I thought it was, like, a fan edit. I kept on looking for different versions, and I realized, no, this is the real version of the movie. It's just like... It's like, Kakarot, you can't... It's just like, you can't defeat me.
Uh-oh.
And it's just,
Whoop. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Dash. No.
This is like getting over it all over again. Oh god.
It's the first Broly movie from a really long time ago. Yeah.
Why does it have to be nighttime? I fucking hate I really do hate the random daytime changes. It makes no sense in the context of the game. It, like, just fucks with my vision.
Oh, that was the sickest. You did that on purpose for sure. I can tell you're so good. Alright, now pull out the rocket launcher.
Pull out Shadow's guns. Oh, I can still move. Oh, that's so weird.
So I've said this before, but I had a friend, not a friend, it's one of those things where it's like it's the only guy, you know, in your school that knows about video games, so you just kind of talk to him. Who played, he was like really into, what's it called, he was really like one of those kind of Chunibyo sort of dudes. And he was like really into, like, he got really into,
Am I
like,
supposed to do something?
I don't know. Collect all the things, I guess.
I'm already at Max Springs.
True enough.
Oh, God.
And I remember we
Definitely
were like,
not that.
we were way too old for me to give a shit, you know. But he was like,
This is what happens when you leave me in a cutscene for too long. This is what happens. Was I supposed to go to that one? Is that what they're trying to tell me? That I went to the
Maybe.
wrong one?
yeah.
What's the point of having this one exist?
Anyway, he was like bragging that Shadow the Hedgehog could shoot Mario and kill him. And I was just like, I hadn't played a Mario game in like a while, and I was like, why would I care? But I realized it would be endless entertainment if I said, yeah, but couldn't Mario just step on his head? Yeah. So, but he was really into the Shadow the Hedgehog gun. He like a game, and he brought the game in, just the box to show people the box. But I don't know when that game came out, but he was like,
What is that fucker? Oh, God.
whatever year it came out, that's the grade that I would have
There's
been
got to be
in.
a prompt somewhere, right? Oh. There we go.
And you get the bad ending. Shadow. That same kid really liked the Hedgehog
Hedgehog.
game.
No!
It was 2005. Okay, so I was in 5th grade then. So not that bad, but...
Oh, God, it's so bright. I don't like it. Oh, God, it's blinding my eyes. Oh, this feels not good. I don't like the controls on this thing. Oh, God. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. So it just... Yeah, it doesn't want me to control with the stick. That's why it's so weird feeling. Whoops. Alright.
That was an expensive. That was like half your rings.
I couldn't see.
No, I know. I'm just like,
I know.
yeah. I guess it's better than like losing all of them. Excuse my congestion, guys. Sorry about that. Did he wear the case around his neck like bling?
Dude, how long does this go on for? It's also not loading in smoothly, which really doesn't look good.
It looks very eerie. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to make it look eerie. I think it's just fucked up.
yeah, I think it's just messed up. I don't like it. Let's fucking go! Are you ready?
Oh, here we go.
Are you ready? It's a different song.
I'm so glad.
Oh, where's that fucking prompt? Dude!
I hope you die 100 times, dude. This is so good.
I'm missing all of the rings! Oh, dude! How do I control him in this air? I'm so confused.
Oh, fuck.
I'm having issues here.
You can't tell me they're not ripping off Dragon Ball Z with this shit. This music is so good.
Yeah, why don't they make a Dragon Ball Z game like this?
Is that Lincoln? Is that Lincoln Oark? I like the non-copyright infringing Lincoln Oark. They couldn't get Lincoln Park. They had to.
Oh god. I just want to beat him up. You're dying over there. Just from the music. I do, yeah. Sonic's got really good music, guys. It's do or die. Fuck. I'm really doing bad on this. It's just something about the controls for this level it feels really awkward to move.
It's not loud enough, really. I think the music.
Well, then hook up the speaker.
I'll bother everybody on stream with an echo.
I mean...
You know what? If you die, I'm hooking up the speaker. Okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, this music's sick. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're totally a tribute band.
I'm definitely buying the CD if they come out with a Sonic Frontier CD, that shit's mine. Fuck.
Oh shit. Fuck! Oh, did you parry it?
I think I did. I guess I was supposed to be parrying?
You're always supposed to be parrying, because that's the MLG Pro cooldown move. Oh fuck! Phantom Rush!
Fuck the Phantom Rush.
You know, one of Majin Buu's attacks is called Genocide Cannon or Genocide Beam. What's Frieza's pew? It's such like awesomeness. Such like screamo shit.
Yeah, it is. It really is screamo shit. And then again, I guess a lot of the Sonic soundtrack is... Oh, God. It's either, very happy rock or, a little bit emo, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of usually where Sonic music lies.
I think Shadow the Hedgehog must be why that guy thought he was into metal.
Come on, just let me hit him. Come on. Just rocking out with the music. No more compromise. This is do or die.
You don't know if that one has a name, the one where he kills people, like shooting them in the heart? Yeah, he blows up the planet with it too. Oh, no, that's something else where he goes like, he hits the thing and he goes... No, it has a name in the games. I don't know if he calls out a name for it, though, in the show.
Can I parry the missiles? Will it let you parry those? That would be kind of neat if I could, like, smack back the missiles as Supersonic. Because, I mean, I'm invincible. Why wouldn't I be able to do that? No. Unless I'm parrying way too quick.
You're just too fast.
Oh, I can!
Fuck. Get him! Oh, here we go.
It's a rush!
I used to hate this kind of music when I was younger because people would confuse it for metal, you know? And then people would, like, make fun of me based on this type of music. It's like, no, this is the kind of, like, stuff that you would listen to, not me. But now it's kind of nostalgic in a weird way. It's kind of weird. It gives me this, like, fuzzy feeling because I remember all this shit.
I'm doing so horrible. It took me so long just to get used to this movement.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping.
It's kind of too late.
I'm kind of hoping you die so I can hear that intro again. I'm glad that this is still like the cool guy music in some universe. Because for a while it was like rap or whatever. And
yeah, it's too late.
Alright, let me get that speaker. Oh, it's right here.
Are we really gonna blast this?
Not like super loud, but just loud enough to be funny.
It's just loud enough to be funny. Alright.
Sonic is not yet ready to take on one.
Oh, I gotta do it from the beginning again.
Oh, that's tragic.
Oh my god, there's so much bass.
Yeah, I don't know if I can feel the bass from his booster.
Can you guys hear that bass? No more compromise. This is do or die.
Is that what they say in the song?
Yes. Oh fuck. What was
Don't.
that?
You compromise, Trisha.
Oh no. I don't want to compromise.
There's no more compromise.
It's do or die.
Death Beam? You know what? It's probably Death Beam. That makes sense because then the next villain, like later down, would have a more death. Genocide Beam, right? And then Broly's thing is the eraser cannon, which I thought was pretty cool.
I don't think they can hear you over the giant bass music.
Frieza movie has the best name apparently. Death Beam. You remember the years of generic video game rap? Yeah, kill me. I much prefer, like, you know, screamo stuff
to rap, yeah.
Yeah.
I think most people would.
It's like, it's one of those things though, like, it's kind of related, it's kind of similar to metal, but it's like, just a little bit different, and like, people who were into that stuff would go to metal shows, and they wouldn't really, like, understand the rules, you know? So they would... They had these, like, weird things they would do in mosh pits. Like, this whole thing, where they'd start doing this, and then they'd get like beaten really badly because this is how you hit somebody in the face, like doing this, or they would swing, they would spin with their fists out, and people didn't like that, so people always violently destroying people doing that stuff. I remember there was a guy going like this at a Amon Amarth show, and then this one fucking guy just like hit him. Like, everyone was pissed. I wasn't even near that guy, but first of all, he was wearing like a pink or orange, a bright orange like polo shirt. Somebody hit him in the chest so loud I heard it over the music. They hit him with like a hammer fist, like right in the sternum, just like cracked it, just like it was like a big huge guy, and just hammered him right in the chest, just this big fucking thump, and the guy just like went down. All right, here we go. Yeah, crank it up.
No more compromise.
Dude, you like the music? That's weird. This gives me like these warm and fuzzies hearing it now.
It's time. Dude, I dig this music. I do. Oh, I didn't even see the
Power
music.
up! Get back in there!
I should have been paying attention, honestly.
Yeah.
I will get high from what I feel. Thanks, Sonic. I thought I hit it.
Now so Vegeta's was Gallic Cannon. Is Gallic Cannon the one where he shoots a bunch of projectiles? Because that one's really good in like all the games. And it looks cool. I always like lots of projectiles. The only metal band you know is Sabaton and Rammstein. Yeah, Rammstein counts. Sabaton counts.
Sound effects are way too loud. But you know what? The music is cranked.
You could always turn down the sound effects.
I could.
It's only one button to pause.
Alright.
Oh man, I really did just soy up
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, right. Right.
So what you should do is you should bring that all the way down to like 10, and then just blast the music even louder.
Aw, man. Yo, do you think this dude knew that this song would be used in a Sonic game?
Might have been made for the game. I don't know.
Imagine like someone approaching you when you do this type of music and they're like, I need you to do this for Sonic.
Gallic Cannon.
Would
is
you be happy to do this type of music for Sonic?
Yeah, sure. The you know,
Fuck yeah.
one of the reasons I bought the
Longest time.
one of the reasons I bought the DMC, which is like the really shitty Devil May Cry remake. Here we go.
Oh, I missed it.
It's still cool when you get
I
that
like
though.
smashed it.
One of the reasons I got it is because Combi Christ did the thing. I've heard Rammstein be called industrial music instead of metal, but it's still heavy, so it kind of still counts, I guess. Into 80s metal, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Megadeth. Rammstein is too expensive. Rammstein tickets are like 200 bucks, and like Amon Amarth is like 20 bucks. It's like Amon Amarth went up a while ago. It was like 35. They just did a show in like New York. Someone was telling me about it, and they were like, "It's only 35 bucks," and he's like, "Yeah."
Oh, come on. I'm hitting it. This is part of the reason why I don't like boss fights that rely too much on parries. You know? Because it's like, it really only works a certain amount of the time.
Just get more mad.
That's not gonna help.
Your fury is your
Shut-
power.
I'm screaming with the guy in the in the music. I can't believe it's real, yeah. Why aren't the missiles doing any damage? I'm hitting a lot of them with that. Why don't that count?
You know, I have to admit, as much as the guy who liked Sonic was like super cringe, or not, Sonic the Hedgehog, I mean, or Shadow the Hedgehog, that's what it was. As much as he was super cringe, the opening of Death Note was like pretty fucking sick. Maximum the Hormone.
I am wasting precious time, you're right. I gotta get more rings.
Dude, you've only seen punk and ska bands. Have you ever been to like a real punk venue? That is like... I've been to the Whitney House. That shit is like... That is some fucking busted up house. I've known people who lived in the Whitney House.
Longest time. Oh, phase 2? Oh, here we go.
Interesting.
I gotta dodge those, I guess. Oh, different part of the song.
So like an example of like a punk venue would be the Whitney House, which is like this like busted up house in a really rich neighborhood that they would play shows in all the time and like piss off the neighbors. And it was eventually condemned because it was so bad.
Oh god, I can't even see the monster through all the shit.
And the guy who owned it like lived in Florida, and he just was getting rent checks and he didn't care what they were doing. And then he traveled back up and kicked everyone out, and then he like fixed up the house, and you know he boarded up the room that they played shows in.
I'm hitting it.
Just channel your inner...
Shh, don't, please. You're not funny. Dude, this song is fucking fire.
Unfortunately, no, you've never gone to one of those places. You're better off. The Whitney House is like super janky. I saw it after they fixed it up, and I was like, this place is diseased. It's just like so sketchy. It's like you can get tetanus from just like hanging out there. Oh, you did double parry? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. It only works sometimes, though.
This is pretty intense. You have to be really MLG to beat this fight, Trisha.
Shut up.
Do you want me to run out and get some Mountain Dew?
Stop making fun of me. God, I love this song. It's the one good thing about this fight so far. I mean, besides being awesome.
Supersonic. I'm surprised you don't have to dodge any of those rings you're shooting out.
What? I didn't even see that one. I swear, like, not all the missiles are loading in. Because of the fucking whatever for this game.
That was like this pool they had at one. They were like, no herpes for me, thanks. Getting hot. I had to take off the jacket. Jacket's
I'm also,
coming off,
like,
everybody.
right by the 3D printer here.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a sweater and you shut the window slightly more.
I didn't shut it at all.
Well, I remember it was...
I can open it. I'll have to betray Gurgi again. Is that okay, Gurgi?
Man, I feel so bad that I'm doing so badly.
Don't worry about it. We all get to hear the 6th song.
Yeah, but it would just be so much cooler if I were actually winning while she was singing.
It's better than watching you fish with the music. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Fuck, you got it. Solo. Phantom Rush with the solo. Should be doing so much damage. Oh, is that gonna kill him?
No. I don't think I can parry that
Oh,
last one.
I bet you can. I bet it's like a super aggro, like... Oh yeah, I did see the video where the guy beat Elden Ring using a Sonic build. The other, like, punk rock venue I've been to is the Meat Locker. You can't get earplugs good enough for that show.
Oh, come on! It's not loading in, I swear.
Phantom Rush timed with the solo should add on to the multiplayer. Correct. Man, they just like oscillated their voice. Lost in the rain.
Oh god! This is horrible! They want you to parry so early and just hold on it. It's so weird. It's like a function that would only exist for a kid's game because they just assume that you're really bad at timing. So it's really weird timing. It's so ironic.
So the Meat Locker is a literal meat locker that went out of business. It was like a butcher shop, and in the basement there's this big meat locker, naturally, as the name might imply. And there's just, they knocked down one of the walls, but it's like a freezer, right? It's just a big freezer that they do shows in. And it's like super like, I can't even describe how bad the bathroom is. But it's just like the walls are just like wallpapered with bumper stickers for all these like...
Whoa.
Oh, you gonna run on his back?
Oh. My bad. I didn't know what they wanted me to do at first. I just saw X.
It's so charitable.
I know. This is hard mode.
And so anyway, all the walls are like metal. And so the music is so fucking loud. It just like hammers into your head. I have earplugs in. I had earplugs
Oh, I
in
need
there.
rings so bad.
Oh shit. You don't time this parry.
I need rings.
Oh,
I need to
there's
pick
no.
up rings. Ah.
Oh no. 9, 8.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh god.
I know that we will
It's
find our
so
way.
hard to fucking maneuver. I know it looks like I'm bad, but you have no idea what the controls feel like right now.
It looks so cinematic though.
It does. I love it. Why would you take an ocean down? What does that mean,
Gotta
Lurks?
fucking shut up. Gotta take it down. Gotta take down the fucking ocean, dude. Here we
think
go.
I
3,
think I'm screwed.
2. Ah.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Does he eat you?
It didn't give me any
Oh,
more
just-
rings. It just didn't give me enough to stay alive. It's really unfortunate.
Oh god, they put you all the way back here.
Yeah, that's
the other
that's
fight
what I
didn't
was
make you
saying
do
before.
this. Did it?
No, it did. It was just
Oh.
easier to get on its back.
Okay.
Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, I would like, for once, there to be a Sonic game that comes out without glitches. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Doesn't sound canonical. Yeah, the meat locker, it was like, you know, the bathroom's like horrific. But it was like, you know, or whatever. I didn't see a punk show there, but that's like, that's such a punk venue.
Alright, this time, for sure. Right? Right, chat?
Yeah, Chad agrees.
This time, I'm gonna be singing the lyrics and everything.
Joseph
and
says you got this.
it'll fuel me with power!
Oh, that's what people's talking about, the COVID breath.
No time for compromise, it's do or die. Yeah!
You're gonna take the ocean down.
I'm gonna take the ocean down. Whatever that means. Oops. Fucked up. I fucked up quite a lot.
It's so devastating. 'Cause
I didn't know which way it was
no,
because I'm
I-
all curvy.
I know.
It's all
but
curvy.
That's like literally 50% of your duration.
I
for the fight.
know! It's so brutal. They're so mean.
You have more constitution than me. I would have reset right there. I would have been like, fuck this.
Well, I can get more rings on this track,
Okay.
and I can get rings in the fight.
Frieza, your reign is at an end! Is that what he says? I don't even remember that. I like was comatose halfway through the Frieza saga. It took for fucking ever.
Oh man, they really gotta fix this section. It like looks so, bleh, you know? Whoop. Just like the opening where I'm running on this really nauseating rail. Like, look at that. It shouldn't load like that. It shouldn't look like
It
that.
feels cool. Like, it feels very, like, sort of retro.
Yeah, you could
Like
afford
necro-
turning down the saturation and like fixing this particle effect. I think you would
Feels
benefit
like,
from that.
Feels like Necron has cast the spell.
Necron!
Someone posted a picture of Dark Wolf from Fire and Ice, like screaming.
I
and
didn't
just,
really
like-
get that many rings from the trap.
I couldn't.
I'm fucked.
I couldn't keep myself from just commenting all caps. Necron!
Yeah.
Now here's some funny discrepancy. In the credits, he's credited as Necron N-E-K. But I saw his autograph, and he autographs as Necron N-E-C.
You just gotta remember to hold on the parry and not hit it really fast.
Fuck yeah. First try, 0 deaths.
Well, not yet.
Fuck yeah.
Just gotta hold on it and then it'll let me do it.
Do your max DPS rotation. That's the worst part about MMO. MMOs, by the way, is
From
people
what I
complaining about your
feel-
DPS rotation. I bet you can parry that.
I don't think you can. I think it's just part of the thing.
Make him look cool.
I think it's just to push you away, to be like, oh, you can't hit him anymore. It's pushed you away. What? I didn't see a missile.
I actually didn't either, but there's a laptop in the way, so.
Some of these are like Don't tell me I'm wasting precious time. I'm doing the best I can with what I have.
Oh my god, that story. So I was at this show. My friend,
that one was just not hitting me. Alright.
my friend had been talking to this girl.
Ugh, I am wasting precious time because this
And
whole
I knew-
section there's
I
no
knew he was
misses or
talking-
anything.
I knew he was talking to this girl, and she was like, you know, Pennsylvania, like, or like, you know, whatever. So it was like, you know, like far away. And then I was like, I could like kind of read his mind a little bit, you know. I know this guy very well. And so he like starts talking to me. Like as soon as I see him, I'm like, yeah, he wants to go see the girl. And then he's like, hey, do you want it? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, whatever it is, I got your back, man. So he's like, thanks, man. I need to go to a show in Philly. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, man. So we go to the show. He wants to talk. He wants to meet this girl. And he's a very pretty man, so the girl is gonna, you know. He's like, oh, I might go to that show. It sounds cool, or whatever. So like, he goes to the show, and the girl's obviously like, you know, it's on, or whatever. But after, so we're all kind of hanging out after the show. So okay, well I guess I should back up. She played in a noise band. Now noise is like some like. So there's like, if there's like an iceberg effect for metal, noise is like below the iceberg with like the fucking like Leviathans or whatever. He's dreaming.
Aww. He must really like music. He fell right asleep.
Don't stop until the battle's won.
I won't.
So anyway, noise music is fucking loud as shit. It was so fucking loud. I went to the bathroom and I realized my ear was ringing, and it was because my earplug was slightly askew. And man, I jammed that shit in there, and I was just like, holy fuck, I need like earmuffs over top of these earplugs. This is too fucking loud. I just had store-bought, you know, earplugs. I didn't have like the fancy ones, like molded to my ear. Man, it was fucking loud. But my friend, he wanted to be cool, right? So he didn't wear earplugs.
Oh, we'll take a whole fleet down. That makes more sense.
Oh shit, you're already like fucking him up.
Yeah, I'm actually. This is pretty flawless. I think this is
Yeah.
my best run ever.
Here we go. Are you gonna get this one? Or
Yeah, very funny. Now that I know what to do, I'll get it. He just piles all the missiles up into a ball and throws it at him.
So
Die.
anyway, my friend's got no earplugs. Here we go. Oh shit.
Oh shit! I didn't know I was gonna do that!
Yeah, every concert I go to or went to, I would always wear earplugs. Initially I didn't, but then I realized I was fucking stupid, you know? You can really hear the music better with earplugs too, because it takes out some of the just like white noise chaos of it. Got him.
That was sick, dude. Yeah, okay.
Earplugs are a good idea in general. But anyway, my friend didn't wear them, and then this girl, she didn't wear them either.
Not bad. Things would have been over faster if I'd been Super Knuckles. You did all right. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. I got one more Titan bot to go. Hopefully I'll find Tails too. I'm worried about him. You'll be all right. Now hurry up and save the day already.
I don't think we need big speaker.
Yeah.
We don't have any emo music to listen to.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think it's a good time to
Yeah.
pop the big speaker out of there. Yeah.
Man, music's so good.
Oh, there's 3 more areas?
Yeah.
Sweet. That means...
Oh, I didn't even complete any of the areas because of the stupid mapping system.
Well, at least, you know, the next, there's 3 more sections with sick music at least.
Let's see. What are the 3 more sections? Tails, obviously, is one character. Maybe Rouge?
Maybe outside the
else is
simulation. It could just not be. Apparently the last 2 islands are shorter. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is better than a desert for sure.
It's all mysterious.
Volcano, misty. Okay, I could
I
do
got like
this.
a headache. Ugh, man. Supersonic really gives you a hangover. Okay. Alright.
So, but anyway, yeah. So we're coming out of the show. Everybody can't hear
Gosh.
shit, right? And the guy who played synth in their noise band, he wore earplugs, I believe. I think he had
Oh.
he went
Just
to
now I'm being introduced to this fucking anime ass shit? Come on.
what?
So like when they block you, you can dodge behind them. Like a fucking anime character. Which I guess Sonic technically is, but you know.
Hi, buddy.
I didn't know I could do that until like now of all time.
Hi.
Oh, it's a 2D section.
You want more pets?
Do you want more emo music, Gergie?
Oh, you want a belly rub? Look at this guy. Hi. Oh. No belly rubs?
Okay. Let me see what that other thing was. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What is this? Wah! Let's jump rope. Oh. Why am I so bad at jump rope?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to stop? What do you want? What do you want?
Something, competition. What? I guess I'm not supposed to move a direction when I jump? Is that it?
What are all these fuzzies on your face, baby? Anyway, we're coming into the show. Can't hear for shit.
I can tell that story. It's good stuff.
And then the show was on. It was the upstairs of a bar, which was an art gallery with really shitty pictures, really shitty like art, right? That they were renting out. It was just like a hallway. It was literally just a show in a hallway. And and they hired this girl. You know it's gonna be a real fucking mistake of a relationship. When they hired her for the band, based on her magical ability, not her musical ability.
Oh god. Her magical ability?
Yes, they saw They saw a video of her using magic,
Oh wow.
and so they wanted her in the band.
That was the only way they could ever make any like money doing a band, huh? It's just like we need fucking magic. We're not very good.
What do you want?
You want more pets? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not petting enough? Is that what I am being told?
Oh, there's so much 2D in this section. It's quite surprising.
What are you doing? This is. What do you want?
Okay. Don't stop, we're on a mission. Fucking competition. Oh. Never gonna stop till
more
the
pets?
battle's won. Singing something that I can't
What's the
remember.
matter, Gertie?
I'm fucking tired and I'm super awesome.
I'm trying to get the scratches over here. Don't get it. Anyway, so super small room, super loud music. We get out of the show. Oh yeah, her magic ability was she had a video of her like speaking gibberish to a fire, and then she went like whoa at the same time the fire like flared up a little bit, and therefore she can like she.
I did it with magic.
Yeah. Magic.
I wasn't just timing my woo. I did it with magic. Ooh,
Or it wasn't just a complete fucking accident. I remember it was like the worst, that chick. I'm like, I was like asking.
Oh, the wrenches.
That makes sense.
The wrenches for Tails because he's a mechanic. Got it.
I was like asking my friend. I was like posing the question like, what? Assuming that there's no adventuring in like Fantasyland, what class would you want to be? Like,
Ow.
would you want to be a druid
That's
or something?
instant death. Jeez. Alright. Oh, I gotta unlock this again? Or did it just not save? Ugh, irritating. Are you...
Dude, Never's magic, he makes the sun rise every day. When the sun's rising, he goes like this, and then it keeps on going. Crazy.
Wow.
But it was like one of these things where it was like, I was like, oh, so if, like in your daily life, what like magic class would you want to be? Or what like D&D class? And I was like, oh, what about you? You want to be like a druid? And she's like, why would I want to be something I already am? And I was like, no, I mean, but like with, you know, like magic. It's like, whatever. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, but you know, like magic isn't real. And then she was like, ha 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 ha.
Oh, silly mortal.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, silly mortal. Yeah, it's like a nightmare.
Yeah, really.
You can't talk about anything
Those
fantasy related.
fucking pretentious people.
Yeah, you can't talk about anything fantasy related because like it's real and you just don't know about it. So okay, I can't have fun with my video games. It's like, or there'd be like a druid class in something, and she would be like offended at their portrayal or something. It's
Oh,
like,
God.
dude, shut the fuck up. Or she's not offended. She'd be like, oh, they don't know anything. It's like, what do you mean they don't know anything, dude? Shut the fuck up. Like, oh, that's inaccurate. Or they didn't get it. They don't know how the magic works, right?
Yeah, right.
Mana. Ha ha ha. Anyway. Getting off topic. So we go out of the show. No one can no one can like super hear well, right? Because everyone's ears are ringing super bad. And then the synth guy is like, they're talking about the show and they're like, oh yeah, it was hard. The acoustics are all fucky because it's a hallway and it's really small and blah blah blah. And he's like, well, we did the best we could with what we had. And
Right.
and then she's like, what? And he's like, we did the best we could with what we had. And he's like, he was walking away as he said it the first time, and he's like leaving, right? He's going off, and that he's like with his girlfriend, and then he like says it again. We did the best we could with what we had. Sorry, Gergie. He's like looking at my hand, like, why isn't pets?
Why not pet?
Why isn't pets?
Do.
Do.
So cute.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay.
What do you think, guys? Puppy Cam was a great addition. I think Puppy Cam made
So
this
good boy.
stream so much more palatable.
Is it too hard to like roll over on your back? Do you want me to roll you onto your back, you lazy, lazy dog? Is that what you're saying? And then she just goes, he says it again and again, and she's like, oh, like rolls her eyes like, I don't know how you think anyone can hear you. And I'm like, we did the best we could with what we had. It's like, what are you talking like? She's like, I can hear it. And then he's like, ah. He's like walking across the street, right? And then he's like, we did the best we could with what we had. And she looks at my friend. He's like, I don't know. He's like, oh no, I have no idea what he's saying. Like,
You're like yelling
guys.
it to them.
It's like, guys, what are you talking about? And then I stepped in and I was like, we did the best we could with what we had. And then he's like, thank you. And she's like, thank me for what? And he's like, no. And he starts walking back across the street. We did the best we could with what we had. And like, she still like can't hear it. My friend can't hear it. Like, and I go and I'm like, and then I yell like, we did the best we could with what we had. That's what he said. And she's like, oh. She's like, I don't know why he doesn't just say that. Something like that. And then he's like, oh, fuck, I'm going. It's like, bye.
Ooh. Pipe.
But I just remember he was walking across the street. He came back yelling it. It's like, I'm yelling it. She can't understand me. She's like, then he starts walking back across the street. He walks back into the street. Cars are going past. It was also raining, which didn't help because the rain is like a soft sound with it. So it's just like, yeah.
Where's my best friend Tools?
Puppy Cam is best Cam? I think so. He's so relaxed. He's asleep right now. He's just got his eyes
Is there
closed.
another button for ring dash? Because there's got to be a ring dash in here.
Ring dash? What's a ring dash?
You press a button when you're close to rings, and then you fly across in the path of rings. Because I keep on seeing these ring paths, but I don't have a button.
Well, check. There's in the manual, in the start menu.
Well,
there
I'm
was.
wondering if they give it as a skill at some point.
But isn't there like a move thing where like if you go to the options, wasn't there a manual of like how to do different things?
Yeah, there's controls.
No, but it was.
But
I thought there
like-
was like a thing where they tell you all the.
Light dash, is that it? Oh, left stick. That would explain why. That would explain why I didn't do it.
Try it.
To see if that's the button.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I always called it just the ring dash, but I think it is technically called light dash.
Well, click it. See what happens.
Well, I gotta be in front of rings.
Yeah, but
I gotta be in
Just
front of
click it.
rings for it to
just
work.
click it. Click it.
Nothing happens. You
Oh.
fucking listen. Whoops. Oop. Oop. Okay. Well.
Oh, so if you remember where there's like no platform but there's rings, could you use that to get through the rings?
Alright. Well, I already like took some of the rings off of here, so I don't know if it'll work now because I don't think I can get close enough. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the ring dash.
Oh.
Or sorry, light dash. Whatever.
You never knew
I have to
anyone
keep
who
on
would
unlocking
commune with
this?
fire?
It's so weird.
I mean, I know plenty of people that would commune with fire. I don't know many people that would believe that they had magical powers enough to, like, be offended at people, like, not believing they had magical powers. She took us to, like, a magic shop one time, and she was like,
Why don't they ever have normal ways to get around?
you guys can't, like, be, like, goofing around in
Smart
there. This
moves.
is, like, serious stuff. And I was like, what? People don't, like, laugh if they believe in magic? Like, I don't know. Stupid.
Ah,
Oh,
that was quick.
it's the parry thing.
Yeah.
Only one must be better. You
It's just like really fast. But But the thing about the parry that's like hard to get used to is the fact that you have to hold it down like way before and just keep holding it down.
See,
Because normally parry, you like hit it once and you hit it fast. But I guess they're just trying to make it easier. Which it is technically easier, but if you're used to it being a certain way, it's harder.
Never has also dated someone who believed in magic.
Well, some people are into that.
Oh yeah, my friend is like, he is attracted to girls who think that they're witches. And like after he broke up with this girl, I was like, so you gonna
date another witch?
you gonna go after another girl who thinks magic is real, or you gonna like
You're
have
gonna
someone who's
settle
not,
down and get serious.
I was gonna settle down with someone who's not insane? And he's like, yeah, no, I just think girls that like they're just better quality, and it's like, okay.
Alright, buddy.
Like just think they're like, you know, better. It takes a good. Okay,
just
this
chilling
is
out.
so ridiculous. You can't walk around that.
It's just funny that it's just like sitting there in midair, just waiting for someone to fall into that quote unquote trap.
No, the people who commune with. The people I knew communed with meth mostly. I'd take the magic people. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, same thing.
Hey, buddy.
Are you in heaven, Gurgi?
He's like using me to stretch, but he's just jabbing his tiny paws into my gut.
Die. Don't stop on a mission.
Yeah, it's
Do
pretty
they
funny.
sell Sonic CDs, like, based on the games?
I'm sure, yeah.
I think that they might just sell, like, you know, the soundtrack on Steam, but I want it in CD form, specifically, so that I can jam that in the car
I'm sure.
and fucking scream out the lyrics as people watch me in...
I'm sure we could write them to a CD without like any quality drop.
Yeah, maybe.
It's wave. We can. I'm pretty sure the CD player that I have can write wave files.
Oh, this is back where I started. I went backwards when I thought I was going forwards. Ah! Classic. Don't stop on a mission.
It's funny because it takes a lot to like fluster him, but he was really flustered. He's like, "No, I need a girl that believes in magic. I need it."
It's just better quality, don't you understand that?
Oh man.
Ah, tolls. Found it. I need memory tokens. I know how to get those. I mean, if we're being real here, I could theoretically just do this until eventually it pops out a token. Yeah, there's one.
What about in that chest thing there? It's probably what they want you to do.
Yeah, probably. Take your wrenches. Do the science.
Magic thighs save lives.
True facts.
These guys over here. I got a couple. Thauma files? Thaumaturgy is magic in like Latin, right? So it'll be thaumaphile.
Oh yeah, nothing to see here. Fucking going into the Matrix.
He's just becoming more cyber.
Yeah, right? Yes, they are.
I'll be fine. Man, I need this power to rescue you.
The cyber corruption. There we go. Official Sonic lore, it is cyber corruption. It's like the metal virus.
Hey. New batch is done. Hey.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah.
Brand new toys.
I'm
Just
sorry,
printed.
Griggy. Am I not petting?
He's like, what are you doing?
Can't see. Okay. Such a delay on the camera, I can't tell. Yeah. Did 2 colors, so it's like blue and green.
I have
No, she likes me.
one hand is all.
Hey, cross slash? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
One hand is all dogified. I gotta.
Go wash my hand.
Oh, fuck. Yes. I do this while circling the enemy, or... Man. Yeah, I feel this. Alright, right trigger in midair, 2A in midair? Does that mean, like, both at the same time, or does that mean after? Because I don't like anything that uses the right trigger in midair mechanic, just because it basically means you can only do it during, like, one of those boss fights, because there's no... Otherwise, you'll just do this if you're in the open world area.
Really?
So it's basically just a boss fight move.
Can I see?
Because if you're... I mean, I guess maybe if you're falling, you can do it. Let me try that.
I'm sorry.
Do you have to be in the air to do it? No.
Can I
It just dashes. You gotta be in boss fight mode. Or, like, in the middle of a combo. That's it, yeah, middle of a combo.
Why can't I look around on the skills?
What's that? It's the same thing as the circles around me and, like, hit the guy. I think, yeah, okay. Oh, is that why I have a headache now? It's just because, like, the cyber corruption is getting to me?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, like, huh, that's weird. Why is he weak when I have, like, 400 rings? But now it kind of makes sense.
So,
Can I play?
okay. Oh,
You going on an adventure?
I was trying to do the move.
I'm telling you. Yeah. That's just the kick, though, right?
Anyway, you guys
Yeah,
ready
the
for
kick
some?
is easy to do.
Yeah. Ready for some satisfying ASMR? Yeah.
Yeah, show him the toys.
Excuse me. That's not ASMR.
No, that's anti-ASMR.
To get them off the plate, you have to like bend it. So it's just like
Oh, yeah. That's
that.
some sexy noise right there.
that close to the camera. So these are like this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but I don't really know how to explain this. It's just kind of like a bunch of thingies.
Don't stop on a mission. Speaking of Sonic, I've been watching the Sonic Prime show that everyone was hyped about for a while. And, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Surprisingly so. You would expect, like, anything on Netflix these days to just be, like, kind of low tier, low effort. Especially since, recently they decided to cut back on animation a lot.
Or trying to convince your children to cut their penises off.
Okay. Well, that wasn't what I was talking about, but
On Netflix? I'm just like saying like, I didn't see any of that from what I saw.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Adam was also in the room while I was watching it.
Yeah, jeez.
He can confirm that it was clean of politics.
At least from like the 2 episodes we watched.
I watched more than 2 episodes. I was like 8 episodes in. They're each like 20 minutes long too, but all of them kind of end on a cliffhanger. So, yeah.
It's funny. The one episode was like they're just picking apples from a tree, and I was like, and then she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're gonna destroy the tree by taking too many apples." And I was like, "That's not too many apples."
Yeah, right.
And then like they show a more detailed like flashback, and it has Knuckles pulling up the trees, like uprooting them, shaking them out, and then throwing them without
Oh God.
leaving them planted.
Yeah, that was a little bit funny, but still, I'm still on Knuckles' side.
Is the original Sonic still the boss, or is 2D out the door?
Oh God.
Or is 2D out the door now?
What? What do you mean? What is
Someone's
that?
asking,
I don't understand the question.
But like, is this game the best ever, or is the old Sonic game still the best ever?
I mean, I haven't played too many 3D Sonic games, to be honest. I like a lot of parts about them, but, you know, it's the glitchiness that I don't like. It's the, woo, God, it's that. That's why I get frustrated. If the controls were a little bit more perfected in these types of Sonic games, I would like them a lot more. That's the thing that the 2Ds have an edge on when it comes to that, because they're so simple that it's hard to mess them up. But the ideas for these games are incredibly good. Especially this one is like, they got a lot of good ideas in here. I love the idea of doing a supersonic boss fight at the end of every level. I don't know why they wouldn't do that all the time, honestly. Oh, it's a rail.
Huh, that's fun. So they just reimagined Green Hill Zone for every area.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. They take the same assets and just change the mechanics.
Right. There's actually a lot of critique about that because they do that for almost every. Oh wow, how did I get a C? I cleared 3 of the. Whatever.
I think the
time is the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So what should I do next?
I don't know. You could do more cubes if you wanted.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Oh, you're on green? You should do T-Rexes. I don't think you have enough.
Let us see. Yeah, I don't know how I would be able to tell.
Do more T-Rexes. They sell out pretty quick.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the first thing that people see on the table, you know.
Fair enough.
Do a set of T-Rexes.
I wonder if I should be doing more claws.
You can certainly do more claws. But wait until you actually have that filament in there to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do that. Oop.
3D looks confusing. 3D is confusing. There's a bunch of sort of difficult sections to figure out where.
DPS check. Woo.
Now you're gonna easily do more than 150 damage.
thought you would be doing like 1,000 damage by then.
I did the best I could with what I had.
I did the best I could. We did the best
We could with what we had. Alright. Down to brass tacks. Finding these little question marks. Ugh, so much in the map they don't give you. It doesn't show me, it doesn't show me the question marks on the radar, so I have to like mark them. Is that the wind outside or rain? It's so loud.
I think it's just the wind.
Yeah.
When you live on the side of a hill,
Quite ominous.
Sometimes the wind hits the hill.
Indeed. Oop. Oh, it turns into a 2D section. That seems to be a lot of that in this particular section. Apparently for the update of this game, they're gonna let you play as the other characters.
oh,
So like you can roam around here as like
Is this the big
Tails
boss
and
or
Knuckles and stuff.
just a regular enemy?
I hope they also have like super forms, because they did mention Super Knuckles. That'd be pretty cool.
I will die if he has like fucking rap or some shit.
Oh no. I don't think they have a high enough budget to do independent music for all of them, for every single boss fight. Oh, I fucked up so hard. But yeah, I am also not a huge fan of the Knuckles rap sections.
Every stream adding to the lore of the channel.
This is super intense music.
Oh, that we did the best we could with what we had.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They give you 110 seconds to figure it out. Such.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright. Shit. I didn't mean to move that far.
Mm.
Think. Man, what am I doing?
Oh.
Alright.
When is Adam's turn? Meow.
You want to go?
I think I see it, yeah.
Alright. Here you go.
So what you just did, I think, is like the start, and then I think... No, because you get...
Oh, I get it now.
I don't.
I think you have to end on that corner one.
I think you need to do like the one of the diagonally ziggy zag. I'm glad I have my place with the lore with Man Bear Pig. Oh yeah, Top Chat censored Man Bear Pig. It's always interesting to see what doesn't like end up in the Top Chat. You have to change it to live chat to see what people are saying.
And like that.
Magic thighs save lives is allowed in Top Chat.
Oh, sweet. Hey, tools.
Oh, I missed.
You missed how I did it?
I missed that too. I missed.
You missed the deepest Sonic lore.
I missed Joseph saying goodnight.
Oh. I was wondering, why can't I look at my map? And then some fucking idiot shoots me.
Elden Ring is such a nightmare with that.
Ah. Can I... Oh, there's the lock on. What? Just... Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? What? What's the point of locking on if I can't shoot him? I can't side loop because it keeps on putting me in 2D.
Catch you later, Mr. J.
Oh
Smith.
my god! This is the worst.
Can you side loop him to like?
He's
stun
in the
him?
air.
Yeah, but
What
doesn't
am I supposed to do?
I don't know? Doesn't it stun him?
Not if he's in the air.
I don't remember
I'd
that
have
being
to
a rule.
fly. Where is he? Where'd he go? What? I hear him. Oh god.
Try and side loop him. See what happens.
I'm really bummed out that I can't fucking... That's what happens.
Oh.
Are you fucking satisfied?
Oh, so mean.
Why can't I...
I think because you're supposed to
think
parry
they
the
just-
laser.
No.
I think that's what they want, and they won't settle for anything less.
No, they don't want you to parry the
Oh,
laser.
one of these areas. They did this in Skyrim, where it's like kind of little like
I like
steps.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is good.
this is like a formation that'll happen with like hot springs.
Yeah,
They'll
this
do
is good.
this.
This is solid.
Yeah.
Treasure. Man, this looks so dark and dreary for a Tails level. Shouldn't it be like orange or something?
That's the problem. It's not orange.
Well, like it looks like fucking Shadow's color scheme.
Green.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, you're like, it looks like Shadow's color scheme, and it's like you're just you happen to right now be in a bright green and like blue
Okay.
area, and it's like.
That's very big brain joke. Yeah. It
I
was
watch-
so big brain. I
I
didn't
watch a lot of
comprehend
Rick and Morty.
it. Oh,
Not actually,
Look at that. Yeah.
I think I watched.
I
Like,
hope I fight a fucking lava robot next.
I think I watched the first season of Rick and Morty, and then I watched a couple episodes of the second season, and I was just like, this is.
At some point, the episodes just got so pretentious, so like over the top, like we are smarter and we will lecture you.
Yeah. The superhero. They had some kind of episode critiquing superheroes, and it was just like.
Whoops.
They're like giving some kind of argument for why they're not unique or something, but it's like not even that big of a fan of superheroes or whatever, but it was so weak, and they kept on harping on it the whole episode as though they had some kind of really big brain.
Yeah, they also had some like really fucking weird episodes that like I don't even know what they're trying to do. It felt like they were trying to be South Park, but you know. It's like just weird. Boo-boo-boo. Once again, I'm just like going around in loops. Did I ask you? Who's this voice anyway? This isn't even... This isn't... Stop it. Oh god. They stopped the game to lecture me a tutorial. How is this possible?
It's Trish's
Oh.
greatest nightmare.
Oh my god. This is a horror movie. Make it stop.
Temperature we have.
Exit. Exit. Oh wow, got all messed up. Cursed. I didn't ask this bitch, you know? I mean, she just started talking to me. She's not even the waifu. She's not even my
Tutorials and
matrix
shit.
like. Yeah, right?
So, in case you're wondering what a failed print looks like, it looks like this. Can't. There's a big delay, so I have to. Yeah. So, it just doesn't adhere. Like, it doesn't stick to the bed enough. Actually, you can't really see what's wrong, I don't think. You can kind of see it here and stuff, where there's, like, this stuff coming off. If I get really close.
Ooh. That's fun.
Yeah, you can't really tell it super well, but some of the stuff just isn't sticking. So it will get all fucky
Get
wucky.
into that question mark. I think. Ooh, just got a gust of wind from the. Wait, can I? Oh, I was supposed to do the right stick thing. Got it. Well, or left stick or whatever. Well, too late now.
I love it so much. It is raining though.
Yes, it is.
I love this blustery kind of weather. It's so cool.
Whee!
I wouldn't love it if I didn't have a house.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But being safe and sheltered while we have this like blustery weather outside.
Illustory.
Makes me feel extra secure.
Yeah. It's kind of relaxing sounding. I can see why people fall asleep to the sounds of nature.
Are the materials expensive for printing? So,
Kind of, but not really.
kind of. I mean, I guess it would be expensive if you. I don't know.
I guess it depends what you're willing to pay
I
as to whether or not it's expensive.
there was like this weekly fair that I got signed up for, and I was selling my dad's soap, and I was selling my book. It was not going super duper well, but there was all these like kids there, you know. Like I was always like just about breaking even on like the cost of the fair or something. And then I think I'm gonna have to do the different. So anyway, I had the 3D printer because I wanted to print like D&D minis and stuff. So, but then there was all these kids at the fair, so I was like, oh well, I should print out some toys for them. Then I was like, oh, I have to sell them because it wouldn't be right for me to give out free stuff to somebody else, you know. Because it really fucks up like the whole,
Yeah, we know that from first-hand experience.
yeah, it really fucks up the whole buying mentality on everybody if you're not.
Is this free? Okay,
Yeah, people-
bye.
People come up and they want free stuff and so.
You're like, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't stop, we're on a mission.
Anyway, the toys sold really well, so.
No
So then I started selling it. So anyway, so I guess if you're selling stuff, it's different, but yeah.
Right. Because you're
So-
making your money back and then
Yeah.
some. So for us, no, it's not very expensive.
So if you get, so the stuff comes in like spools, right?
Wow.
On a spool, looks like this. This was $30 for 1 kilogram. Yeah, 1 kilogram of stuff, and this goes through the printer and feeds through
God.
into the printed into the toys. And I try to keep all the toys and fidgets, I try to keep them under, like, I think like 40 grams or something. I try to keep them like 30, 40 grams at the max, because then if it's 3 cents a gram, then it'll cost like $1 or something, right? I weigh them out to make sure that I'm not selling stuff that's like too expensive, because then I sell it like 1 for $5 or 3 for $10. So if they do the 3 for $10 thing, that means my profit per toy is like,
Oh God! Right
the-
into the hole.
the money I'm getting per toy is like $3.30. So then I
Oh, it
have
takes
to.
my fucking red stars away? That's mean.
I guess as you're going back and.
Yeah, but still.
So I try to keep it around $1 cost, because then if they're paying $3 a toy, then yeah, it's like a decent margin. But you end up selling a lot of toys and not making that much, I guess, with like that kind of thing. But you do sell a lot of toys, so it's like, yeah. Sometimes I wish I was selling stuff that was like higher quality and more expensive, but I don't know. I guess different people. So there's like statues and stuff you can print.
That's a dead end.
Like, so I made like this guy based on it's a 3D scan of a statue,
Ah,
so it looks like pretty okay. Whoa, and I made this guy. This thing is like, let's see it. I can actually fix it because the lid came off of the thing.
the fucking depth perception. God, fucking God, help me.
There.
Just jumping over it.
It's a pirate chest. Yar har har. Yeah, I gotta say,
Oh God.
I gotta say, you're right, Nevert. The background,
Uh,
the background stuff is pretty pretty. It's too bad Trisha can't look at it, or else you'd fall off. Yes.
the depth perception is so wonky. I can't fucking get this star, but I have to. Look.
Oh.
Look at this. It's so ridiculous. I don't know why this one star is like so untouchable. Is it even really there? Is it a hologram?
It's definitely there. Can you light dash into it?
No, there's no other rings around.
Uh-uh.
I don't think you understand how the light dash works.
I literally don't. I just assumed it dodges you towards items.
No. It's different.
Okay. Yeah, so the material for 3D printing are
Ah, finally. Five minutes
it's
later.
PLA plastic is what I use. So it's like a plant-based stuff. I think it uses the waste product from like farming. That doesn't get turned into fertilizer. It gets turned into 3D stuff. There's a site called New Type HQ. It sells files for 3D.
You're so oblivious to everything happening.
What, you falling off? I saw that.
I didn't.
The ground.
They pushed me off.
I saw.
No reaction.
Am I supposed to say, haha, you suck, fuck you?
A little bit of sympathy. I have to get that star again.
Oh.
Ugh,
Hey, look at that. You're so good.
completely random. I don't even know why I fell off. I'm not going fast enough? I can't even see myself. How am I not going fast enough?
Yeah, so some people list toys and they'll say, like, they don't care if people sell them. Or if they, like, modify them or whatever, so...
I got every star, but what did it cost?
So some people, like, just list models like that, and then I sell those. Or some people... Sometimes I'll take models from a bunch of people who don't care what you do with their models, and then I'll combine them or mix them up or whatever.
Alright, I get it. Clear with 25 rings? Oh boy. Tall order to ask for, but I'll do my best.
Anyway, this took 16 hours to print, but like this was 8 hours for 4, so 2? Yeah. So these things are like 2 and they sell for $5. It's like, you know, so then like so can I sell this pirate chest for enough for it to be like worth it? The answer is yes if there is a nice grandpa that wants to buy their
Oh god.
grandkid a gift.
So fucking retarded!
Just embrace the sick beats, dude.
You're the worst!
I'm sorry.
Just
I'm the worst.
no sympathy whatsoever!
Worse than Hitler. I'm the worst. Oh, it's a positive timer. I was like, oh, it resets every time you die. It's like, oh no, it's just going up.
It almost just landed me off the stage. I can't.
Oh yeah, so the treasure chest, I think it's $6 worth of plastic, and then it took 16 hours. Like 7.5 for the bottom and like 8.5 for the top. And then like the regular toys will sell for, yeah, $5 and they take 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, so it's like super not worth it. The statue was like 36, you know, so it's like really crazy. It's like how much can you charge for like a not perfect plastic replica of a statue? I would like to sell like higher quality stuff for more money, but I don't know if there is a super big market for it. It certainly is impressive on the table when you put these like big fancy things. And I think it encourages people more to buy the cheaper stuff just because there are more expensive options, just how people's psychology works with like quality. But how are the Ellie figures coming along?
We made one.
Yeah, but then Trisha like was saying that would you like cut your hand open trying to like detach the supports? So I was like, all right, well I'm not printing.
Oh, come on.
I'm not
It was
printing
just
any-
a little cut.
I'm not printing anymore until you tell me like how to make it better.
Oh yeah, I'm a 3D modeler, huh?
Well, I don't understand what support is in your way, so I don't know which support like to not have.
It's the arm. It's the elbow.
Hmm. I'll look at it.
Right, I can get blue Chaos Emerald. Whoop.
I'll look at it and figure it out and see if I can put a better support in there. I want to use a different program for putting the
Yeah,
supports
it would
on.
be nice if the supports were just thinner in general, because either way I have to saw them. You know what I mean?
You think when it comes to fairs, people want something neat and cheap or food related? I think people want something that costs $20 that someone has handmade. Because that's like a gift. You know what I mean? Like if it's cute,
Oh, especially around Christmas time, yeah.
yeah.
How do I
If
get
it's
over
cute,
there?
$20, not less. If it's less, it's a piece of shit. If it's more, it's too expensive. But people want something valued at like $20, more or less.
I don't
The
want
neater-
to do the stars.
The neater you can make your stuff fit into $20 for your profits, the better, I think. Although to be fair, I've been selling all those other things for $20, and they don't really sell too much. Someone did buy the one of the I had a big egg. I still have more, but I still have the statue, and I've only printed one. So Hogwarts broke, so I gave that to my cousin who likes Hogwarts, or likes Harry Potter.
What was the point of coming up here?
Yeah. Also, the toys are super popular. Fidgets are like all ages,
I'm so confused.
sometimes adults will get them too. The coolest shit is
there's the
these
third one
fidget
somewhere.
cubes. Because I saw on like the front page, I go to printables for my 3D files. I used to go to like other sites, right? Like, was it like Thingiverse and like My Mini Factory? And I went to those because like I got into 3D printing because I wanted to print out minis. Ooh, you know what? Okay, wait a second. I'll show you guys something really sick. So let me have an adventurer for scale. I think this is like the normal size for a guy. This is a little bit big. This is like a regular model size. I didn't print this. Let me see. I'm waiting for the delay to catch up. There's probably no delay for like some people, but okay. So I didn't print this thing. Oh, this is already in camera. Anyway, for scale, look at this fucking guy. This big, massive fucking necromantic nightmare over here.
Fuck. God fucking If I can just do this, I can stay in midair forever. This is my Wile E. Coyote trick.
And there's all these skulls coming out of the back there. I don't know how much detail you can see, but yeah. It's my... So I got into 3D printing because I wanted to make sick shit for D&D. But it's so hard to get people to, get together and play. At least hard for me. I just have kind of flaky friends that live near me, and then the friends that live far away live far away.
I really hate this fucking slot machine thing. I didn't ask for it, and it's blocking, like, a lot of my screen. You know what I mean?
Some games have a thing where you can turn off all UI. I would do that for this.
I don't know if I can.
Probably not. That's
It's just like a nighttime
you can do that in
event.
like Mountain Blade.
It's like, just because Elden Ring has like nighttime boss fights doesn't mean I want nighttime slot machines.
And then
Oh
the other
god! Oh god, what the fuck? Why didn't I go all the way up? Why did it drop me? Oh god.
I'm sorry you had
Just make this screen go away! I don't want to do the slot machines! I want to play the game! It won't let me play.
Here he's getting concerned.
I'm sorry.
Be
The,
concerned.
I'm sorry the thing is shitty.
It's fucking slut. I don't want it. I can't even figure out where to go fishing anymore. These coins are useless.
It's also, if you want skeletons, it's like $6 for like 2 skeletons, right? That's an untenable rate of skeleton purchasing. If you buy the model for a skeleton, I got this model for free. I donated to him because I was like, you're a lifesaver, dude. He made a model that prints as one
Oh,
piece.
finally. Thank God.
Like it all just prints as like you don't have to put supports and break them off. It's just like, you know, it just prints out as one thing. And it's a skeleton, and so I just filled up the whole bed with as many skeletons as I could. I have like I probably have like a pound of skeletons now. I mean, if you get cheap Chinese plastic, it's like $20, you know, instead of 30. Or even cheaper, you can get it for like 16 or something, and then you just have like, you know, a kilogram is 2.2 pounds, so then you just have like, you know, 2 pounds of skeletons. You can make a lot of skeletons with a kilogram of filament. A lot. And I have a whole thing full of skeletons, and some of them failed halfway, so they're missing arms and stuff, and it looks great. They look like stringy messes. They're just like, some of them, so it's all different skeletons just because a bunch of body parts have fallen off of some of them. It's great. You can kind of do custom terrain and stuff. I was thinking a really cool thing to do for my niece when she's
God,
older
one
is
of
to
those
make
things.
a dollhouse for her. Are you are you locked in 2D?
Yes.
Oh, but you're on the wrong side of the.
Okay, there we go.
Because there's all this like
Shooting
there's all this free furniture and stuff that they make for D&D. So I could
at me
just
from a million miles away.
I could just like modify a house and like cut off walls and stuff and like turn a D&D dungeon into a dollhouse and just like wherever she wants like the beds and stuff, I could just put it there in the thing. It'd all be like one color because I don't have a multi-extruder, but you know, it's cool. And I've never been able to like make stuff before, you know. I've like always been able to like write stuff, but you know, it's different to be able to just like hand someone a fidget. This is like.
Am I in the right place?
These are like the new thing, the infinity cubes. It's like the new fidget spinner. And it's just fun to, you know, someone else designed this thing, but it's just like, I get to print it out and hand it to people, and they're like, oh, wow, that's so cool. How does that work? And then I'm like, yeah, isn't it cool?
Okay. I don't know what that's about.
Also, people are like kind of fascinated with 3D printing at the moment, so people
Yeah, people hear it's 3D printed and they're like, ooh!
Yeah,
You know?
people will pass it right by if it was, you know, and then you say 3D printed and then they buy one. They want to buy it. Like, they saw it and then they passed it by like they didn't like it. And then I was like, well, it's 3D printed, and they come back and they search for something to like.
The same thing when you say it's fidgets. They're like, ooh, those are fancier.
Yeah. They like to hear it's a fidget, because adults can have fidgets.
Yeah. And they see all the pretty colors.
Ooh,
and they're
what's
like,
this?
Oh, that's the next boss fight?
This looks like a boss straight out of Kingdom Hearts.
Yo.
Cool.
I ain't doing shit, man. I only have one Chaos Emerald. We did the best we could with what we had.
What did he say
He
that?
said the best I can.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Ah!
I didn't know that they were starting.
I gotta talk to my brother about
Ah!
setting up, like setting up the fidgets on the
Ah!
website. It's more important. I just want to get my website all set up because now I'm getting really close to finishing my book. So I gotta do my final read through. Well, I gotta get ink so I can print it because it's gonna be like 200 pages and we're low on ink.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 216 pages on 8.5 by 11, and then changing it to 6 by 9, which is like normal book size, kind of. It's like 300 and something, 300 and whatever. But I think it was 350, but I managed to like shave off a few by fucking with the margins. Because you can make the margin on the. I feel so ashamed of Leaves of the World Tree because I didn't do this because I didn't think about it, but I thought about it, but I just didn't like. I don't know. I should have put in the effort to figure out how to do it, but I had to do it for Treading Water. I was like, I was gonna figure it out somehow. I had to make the margin on the that folds into the book, like the interior margin. I had to make it just big enough that you can look at it without like cracking the spine too much, and then I can make this much less, but not so much that it looks cramped. You know, there needs to be some space there. So I can make this tinier and make this just a little bit bigger, so that it's easy to read, and then also I can save pages. And then the top and bottom, I was like, how much in the top and bottom can I get rid of that white space without, it was like the opposite of an essay, you know, where you're trying to like inch in the margins to make it longer. It's expensive to print a longer book, so I was like, I gotta make this book shorter. It's so funny because my first book was a collection of short stories, and people were like, oh, it's not like that long, and they thought it like that was a bad thing. It's like some of these motherfuckers would complain that the book's not long enough, buy it, and then not read it, and it's like, fuck you. But it's like, you know, short stories are supposed to be short. You know, it's supposed to be short and concise. So it's like, if I had known no one wants a short story, they only want the long stories, then I wouldn't have bothered. No, that's not true. I do like short stories, but
Yeah, short stories are good.
Andrei Sapkowski has like the sickest short stories. His long form, like his style doesn't translate to long form. Oh, just go left and then down.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about this top one.
Yeah.
I guess I
oh, you got it.
do
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Because
so
there's
smart.
the diagonals can go kind of squiggly. Yeah. Try printing plastic knives. Won't set off metal detectors. You know, you can make some really fucking sharp stuff from 3D printing. Like, I keep on making these unicorns, and the horns keep on ending up, like, mega sharp.
Yes, purely by accident. Sorry, Tower. Ain't got time
I made a
for you.
cast mold and melted my own material to make this pass.
Oh.
It's, like, 3D printed. You're like, oh. I think people also think it's like a much smarter way of making stuff. So like parents will be like, "Oh, look at this! He 3D printed this. You want to get a job in 3D printing one day? Good jobs." Every kind of job sort of needs 3D printing. Not every kind, but like for like mechanical parts, it's like cheaper to 3D print the thing before you order something, or if you want to make a scale model of something that some industrial process requires. It's better to 3D print it first, so you make sure that it fits together at the scale down margin. That's why, like for roller coasters and stuff.
This is painful.
For-
Trying to go the opposite direction.
for like roller coasters and stuff, they always pay a modeler to make a really detailed model of the roller coaster first.
God, no, stop it. Make it stop. Make it
Or
stop.
they used to, anyway. I saw this documentary with a roller coaster engineer, and he just took a piece of metal wire and bent it, and he was like, and it goes like this and this and this. And he's like, really quickly, he made it, and he's like, yeah, that's a model, that's how you prove if it would work or not. Just put a bead on the thing. And it's like, oh. Yeah, you shouldn't tell people that. You should tell people it's really hard, and you need to pay thousands of dollars to design the test. It's a very bad idea, sir. But they still have people model out like a huge thing to sell it, or to, for promotional stuff or whatever. So you feel like 3D printers and drone pilots are going to have a future? Probably. I think drones have some real limitations, because just how the math works up on like the thrust and stuff, they can only be a certain size. So they can only carry, only a certain amount of weight can be carried by that configuration of wings, because scaling it up to like a helicopter size apparently doesn't work. It's just like the efficiency just drops out to the point where it's not worth it. You're spending so much energy to do it. I don't really understand why that is, but if you had gone, oh no, okay, yeah,
Can't do it that way.
CAD, I think you're thinking of, neither. Not to bash 3D printed stuff, just how some think nowadays. No, I understand what you're saying, yeah, you're right. I think about that too. It's like, oh, it's 3D printed and people get excited, but like, if I said that I had cast them myself, I don't know if people would care, because that's like I think some people would. If it's like, oh, this is all handmade from metal casts, like, I don't know. If I say the type of metal or something, maybe it's more exciting. It's like brass casts, or like, oh, this is all made from aluminum casts. I don't know. If I had casts, that would be really cool, because then I could make soap out of the casts. I could pour soap into these like complicated molds. There's people that do 3D printing kind of like with a lathe, sort of. There's like a thing that cuts out of metal shapes. I don't know how worth it would be, and like how much trial and error and how much wasted metal that would be, but I could make molds for, I could make silicone molds for soap too. My dad's sort of like resistant to change though, so I don't think he's like super sold on the idea of soap into fun shapes.
Yeah. He cares a lot more about the chemical compounds of the soap than he does about the prettiness of it.
It's really hard, because now he wants to sell the soap to like a female market, but they want pretty things. And like what he really needs to do is sell it to like engineers and mechanics and shit who want the best soap. Because he makes the best, most like chemically superior, most effective soap on the planet. But
it's not pretty.
But it doesn't look pretty, so it's like, who fucking cares? And it's like, the answer to that is like, fucking people who get tungsten wedding rings. I should like call out the people that have a tungsten wedding ring and be like, hey, you like stuff that's really practical? Check this out. Oh, I guess you should ring dash across that.
Well, they have a platform. It's just that people can get to that.
Yeah, because like doing research for like a sci-fi thing, I was looking into like drones and stuff, and like whether you could have big ones, or like what the weight limit on the, like what the, I was looking into it a little bit, just because I was like thinking like, well, I was gonna have a scene in a warehouse, so I was like, how would a future warehouse move stuff around? And I was thinking like a kind of a grid system with a crane makes the most sense, like they have on those cargo ships. But I was looking into like if you could have drones sort of move everything around, like in Factorio, where you just kind of have drones, assemble stuff. And you can if you have like lots and lots of drones, like a swarm of them, but
Don't mind me, just fishing for gears.
also I was thinking like what if you had a container with like propellers on it and then the container itself flies to where you need it to go, it just organizes itself. Because like the servos and stuff would be cheap enough in the future. Look and smell, yeah. So many people will compliment how it smells, and it's like, you know, my dad just like buys fragrance from another company that makes the smells. Like, just like,
Well, he mixes different scents too.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, there's some unique stuff. You know what? I don't think that they give me wrenches.
Yeah. I want to get into like the man soap market. Get into mechanic shops and stuff, like in their bathroom or something. I don't know. Where do lots of very practical people who require the most high quality soap hang out?
I don't know.
Mechanics get all like grease on their hands, so if you made soap that worked really good at that, maybe they'd buy it. I don't know.
Oh,
But then also, men don't want to pay a lot for stuff.
is that a man thing? Not wanting to pay a lot?
Kinda. Well, I guess it depends on the thing, right? So, like, socks is always the example. It's like, women will buy Bomba socks and get, like, 4 socks for $60. And, like, a man will be like, it was $10 and I got 40 socks. Sure, I can only wear them once, but there's so many.
Oh, fucking this thing. Like, what?
I remember this soap, Salval or something. It was
Oh,
gray
God,
and
come
like
on.
sandpaper. It
I
smelled
can't
like nothing,
fucking time this.
but it was effective.
Ah,
Interesting. I'll have to ask my dad. He probably knows about that. He's probably talked about it before. Hardware auto stores, maybe something with pumice. Yeah, he talks about pumice a lot, but you know what's pumice is not good
Yes.
enough. He
what
made
are you
this.
doing all the way over here? You know how far I had to walk? Get here?
He made this soap with what did he do? It was like it was clay or some shit, right? No, it was I don't know, some kind of material, but it had like grit in it, and it had like kind of like sand in it, and it was really kind of sort of coarse. And so he was like, it's no good. But it was really good soap, and it worked really well, and it was just like a little bit rough. It wasn't like crazy or anything. But he won't make it, and I think it would be like the perfect soap. Because it foamed so quick, like faster. It was better than cleaning with a foamer. You just like take it and just like one thing like that on it, and it just, because of the,
Oh, I got some 2D animation.
is it?
The clouds are at least. Some of the effects are 3D, I think. Oh yeah, they just like inserted the 3D models in that scene. You can see them kind of like goofy.
A lot of these chain hardware auto stores have a acquisitions guy, and so you have to like get in with the acquisitions guy to get into any of those stores.
Yeah, as if I know where that is. What time is it?
Late as fuck.
Oh, really?
2:46.
Oh my gosh. I was having way too much fun with the boss fight.
Yeah, I figured.
And now I'm like, I want to do another boss fight. And that's what
I know.
gets me going.
I want you to do another boss fight too.
That's the best shit, man. Alright, let me just get
I
to
won't give up.
fucking everything.
Such a cool blast from the past.
Yeah, and the funny part is, like, this game just came out. So
Now
it's
that the
not even
music
the
is
past.
gone, I miss it. I miss everyone just being into that shit. Because I hate pop and rap and all that stuff. It's like, it's just no good. I can tolerate, like, emo music being mainstream.
Oh, that's
There's
good.
also definitely too non-mainstream. Too deep in the basement, and you're just like... You got this chick who thinks she knows how to do magic, and she's sitting on the floor with fucking bongo drums that are, like, electronic.
bongo drums.
Dude, she definitely had some fucking... I don't know. It's not bongo drums, because it's like, you know, some European, like, shit, but it's just like... I don't know. She's just, like...
Bitch is fucking crazy.
Like, they would write music, and then she would just, like... The spirits fucking told me to sit on the ground and just go... Like, once... Two, it's just like... She's, like,
Do whatever
communing
the
with...
spirits say.
Fucking... It's like, that dude wrote a song, and you don't practice it, and you, like... It's just like, the spirits told me to be, like, a lazy loser.
The spirits told me you have to pay me $200 to watch TV.
Dude,
This is the longest.
do you think I should
rail.
start telling people there's healing properties in our soap? So many people talk about healing properties, and I'm just
Yeah, well, to be fair, sometimes that loses you a sale because when that one guy was like trying to sell us the fucking jewelry, and he's like, "Yes, it has healing properties."
Oh,
And
yeah, I was like...
I was immediately like, ugh.
Yeah. And then I said, like, I don't know if we want any healing properties. Healing properties could bring up the cost a lot. And he was like, but it's you touch it against your skin to heal you, and I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I would rather just use Neosporin,
Man,
dude.
that rail put me so much further away than I thought it would. Now that guy's shooting at me again. There's just no winning. Not inside.
I thank Life of Boris for my taste in music. Is Boris. That's the guy who does the Slav My Car.
Yeah. That's good shit.
I laughed so fucking hard at that shit. Because my brother's friend was Polish growing up. Or he is still Polish.
I just keep on getting further and further away.
He didn't stop.
Which rail gets me closer? They
You-
all look exactly the same.
Is this New York? This feels like the New York subway. It's all a commentary. That's what this whole game
What
is.
this thing?
The whole game is a commentary on the New York subway system and how fucking confusing it is. So my brother's friend was Polish, and you know, I didn't really think about Poland and any connection to like geography or whatever, but I was like talking about like he went to Poland and he was like talking about it, and he was like, oh yeah, it was like embarrassing, like I couldn't stop looking at the girls. He's like, I've just never seen people so attractive. I was like, well, you're Polish and you're seeing Polish girls. That's what you're, you know, built to be attracted to. That's why Polish people all look a certain way, because they're all attracted to the same sort of like school of stuff. It's funny, like
Further away from my waypoint because I followed the wrong rail.
one of my friends, he's Irish, and he was always like really into French girls. And then he did like a genetic test, and it turned out that
Help.
the town he was from, his ancestors are from, Norman mercenaries were given land. That town was founded by like Norman mercenaries in Ireland after they were hired as part of their payment. They were given land instead of part of their money. So he's actually like a decent percentage French. which was pretty funny. So it was like it all makes sense now. But anyway, he was talking about the girls he couldn't stop looking at, and all the guys in tracksuits. And I was like, guys in tracksuits? What is this, like Eastern Europe? And he's like, yeah. I was like, no, but you know what I mean, like Eastern Europe, like Slavs or whatever. He's like, yeah, the Polish people are Slavs. And I was like, what? Really? I thought it was just like its own thing. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, and then he told me to watch. He's like, dude, I have a video for you. And he shows me how to Slav your car, and I started laughing so fucking hard because like without any like real like he's like Polish, like born in Poland, but then he moved to the U.S. and then whatever. But it was just so funny that like all of the stuff in the Slav my car thing was true about him without having been around other Polish people modifying cars. He did all that shit where he like made it super loud by taking out the air filter and swapping it for the cone thing or whatever.
Yes, it's funny because it's true.
Neeber's a fan of Irish or Eastern European women.
Oh, no.
Fine choices there, Neeber. Mila Jovovich or Jovovich and Mila Kunis. I know who Mila Kunis is.
Unfortunately.
I don't know, what did she do something? At the wedding, they were playing a game in the car where they were like, who would you want to play you in a movie? And my cousin said Mila Kunis, and my cousin's husband laughed, and he got in trouble. Because he was thinking like, well, she's like Slavic, and she's like Italian or whatever. And so she was like, that's no good.
And then he chose Jim from The Office.
Yeah. But he's got the right attitude for him.
Yeah, I could see
He's
it.
got that real like that real
that
Jim
real
from The
dad
Office.
fucking
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
He's just it was just really funny. Like my cousin was like telling a story where she was like mortified because like some girl said something mean to her or whatever, and then she was like annoyed because she was like, you got kicked out of this party because you didn't bring any girls with you, and like I would have destroyed me. I would have been sobbing, and you just didn't care. And he was like, oh well, yeah, no, the guys want to get with the girls, so you know, it's just like how it goes. And she's like annoyed that he's so resilient to it. Like he has like 3,000 like social AC. Like he can't get hit. Like nothing, like bullies or nothing bothered him through school. Like he's just like impervious. He's like, oh yeah, they're just they're just making fun of me because they're insecure or whatever. It's like, yeah, people know that, but it still makes them sad.
Yeah.
Jovovich, okay, that is Jovovich. She was that's the funniest shit. She was Jovovich is the person from Resident Evil and Fifth Element. That's the thing where the husband was the director, and then he just wrote in a role where there's like a super like waifu, what do you call it, Mary Sue character for his wife to play into the Resident Evil universe, and it doesn't exist at all, and everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Where's Chris? Where's I'm a Member of Stars? What's her name? Jill Valentine.
I'm just like, I don't understand why Tails went so far away.
Even though
I don't know how to get there, and I'm just going back and forth.
maybe you need sleep. Never has an Ushanka, even though he lives in
like,
Florida.
None of these islands connect to that island. I feel like I'm going crazy. And this guy keeps shooting me.
You've traveled all around the map and found your way back to that fucking guy.
It's like, I don't understand. I wish they would just show me on the map which island connected to it, so that I knew where to go. I'm so confused.
Oh, the Resident Evil director did The
Uh,
Professional. That's interesting.
is
That was-
that what I gotta go on?
That was a pretty okay movie.
Oh, that's the stupid.
The original script for The Professional involved pedophilia, apparently.
Cool.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's just it's like I can't not. Once you know it, it's hard to not like think about it, because it's like a guy who's protecting this like little girl, but it suddenly becomes like super fucked when like you read the original script and it says in the
You
margin.
see, like, now I know that this is the wrong way, but what else can I do besides kill myself? Then go through the entire 30-minute rail.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to play?
Yeah, you get to the waypoint. I've had to like go to the bathroom for the past 15 minutes.
Can I reach?
I just can't find it.
Okay, guys, this is as much pressure as like a video game tournament. I need to find the thing so Trisha will stop being cranky. Okay, what do we got? Okay, it's that rail. It's gotta be this one. A is jump, I hope. Yes. Come on. Get out. No, you fucking piece of shit. Get on this way. Yeah. Oh, what? Fuck. Okay. Oh, you. Oh my god, really? Yeah. Okay, how does this work? Natalie Portman's parents made him change the script. Is she was Natalie Portman the girl? Isn't she like actor lady now? I think I know who she is. I think. What the fuck am I? Oh. All right. Dead apparently. Inhale. Did I get further away? No, it's like fine, I guess. Oh, I went all the way back to that island. Lucky me. Okay. Do I have to go up there? Or this way? I'll try the easier looking way first, I guess. What is this? Oh, no, you gotta do an infinity sign, right? Yeah. $700. We're getting there.
Are you on the island?
No.
Okay, it's fine. It's okay. We just go around.
Wait, was that rail lead to the island? Oh, squid.
Okay. What rail?
The one, not that one.
I know. No. Can I get off?
Feel my pain. You're in the 2D section now, so you're stuck.
Okay.
Which is why I was complaining.
Okay.
You see that little arc over there? Is that a rail that leads towards that island?
Could be.
Why are you moving around it then?
Oh, that right there?
No, to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Did
That's
you
what
go on that already?
No. She was really young, and she was Amidala in the Star Wars prequel. Really? With all the weird makeup? The fucking... Okay. I really can't see the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when I guess you have the giant laptop in front of us.
I really don't need a 2D view, but oh, okay.
Dash. Data.
There you go.
Hey.
Okay, we did it.
Why did he have me go on like 5 other separate islands just so I could go back to this island?
You are actually one of the few that likes the prequels. I think it's safe to like the prequels at this point because I think the sequels have taken all the heat off.
I mean, the prequels have a lot of cool ideas, right?
Yeah.
The critique should be more so in the execution.
I think there were some parts that were good. The Darth Maul fight was good. I felt like they built up a lot of like tension with it.
I liked Darth Maul.
Yeah. I didn't think he was that good of like,
Grievous was interesting. The
Yeah,
like
he was
mechanical arms,
Yeah.
you know, 4 lightsabers.
very cool designed villains.
Yeah.
I think the sequels would have been so much better if they had given a staff lightsaber to whatever the chick's name is. What sequels, Adam? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's right. I don't know what I'm talking about either. Please, forgive me. I spoke of nothing. There's a lot of parents that
Clearing
wouldn't...
the hacking mission. Are we hacking now?
I think the
Light
first
shot,
Star Wars
dark
movie really hit that sci-fi adventure
dude.
feel, that tavern and stuff. Oh shit, you hacking?
I'm hacking. This is how you hack.
Oh, the more you press on it, your beam changes color?
No, there's light shot and dark shot, but I'm not sure, like, which I'm supposed to be using, honestly. So on this one, I'm supposed to use light shot? Oh, okay. So use the dark shot against the people who shoot the light, and the light shot against the people who use the dark. Got it.
What about the boss?
I don't know. I guess both? I'm not good at bullet hell type games.
Sequels. Oh, you mean the books? Yeah.
That's what it is.
I think the first movie was decent, and then they never really managed to make a story that really fit with, like, there was no good sequel, because they were like, oh, they tried to rebuild the Death Star, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? Because I just don't see, like, the value in it. I mean, like, yeah, destroying a whole planet, I just don't. The cost of making a Death Star, like, we got a light shot. You're not really running into many, like, planets that are, like, super fortified. Like, you're fighting a rebellion. I don't know why an empire would need a Death Star for a rebellion. What did you use, like a special move?
Yeah, give me. I guess that's what the meter is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was like how far I was into the level.
I think so. Apparently, the actor that played Darth Maul was an actual
I fell down on it.
actual martial arts artist. I think if you do martial arts, you have a big advantage in doing any kind of like physical like acting role. Because like that guy who plays Bill in Kill Bill, he did like some barbarian movie, and he actually looked he looked better than Arnold Schwarzenegger with the sword. And I think the reason for that is that he just kind of knew how to use his body a little bit. Nice.
Woo! That's kind of cute.
Some speculate the Emperor knew of the Yusang Vong race from outside the galaxy and wanted a unified galaxy to repel them. That was interesting. I never really thought of the Empire as, like, evil. I always thought it was, like, kind of a shame that they were, like, destroying the Death Star and stuff. I was never really sold on them being, like, bad guys.
Hmm.
And I never really thought of Darth Vader as a villain. I thought of him as, like, the sidekick henchman. And I was like, wow, that's a really cool sidekick henchman guy.
Yeah, right.
I always thought of the Emperor as the big bad guy.
Yeah.
I think George Lucas didn't plan shit out, and I think people were like picking up the pieces to make stuff fit later. But it's a cool like universe. I think that but I think it just lacks. It's not enough of a universe. Like the idea of a Jedi is cool, but you need other stuff. You can't just have variants of Jedis. Like that's one class. So you have your like paladin or whatever. Then we have like Han Solo, right? But then we need other stuff. So, you know. Yeah, there's just like yeah, we got the Force lightning and stuff. There's like I don't know, it's cool, but I just always felt like they didn't do any super good sequel following it, you know, like it didn't evolve. Kind of, it was just kind of the same plot again and again. And I've seen like some of the synopsis from the books where they have a new super weapon each like book, and I just think like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just about time for, well, it's way past bedtime for me, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up super late at this rate.
Yeah.
Boo.
And I'm going to be up all night looking through fonts. I need fonts. I don't want to use Times New Roman. I don't really like Times New Roman.
Well, you have a bunch of fonts that I sent you to look through, and you can experiment with other fonts.
I need to settle on a nice, readable, kind of feels a little medieval maybe, like Times New Roman. Like Times New Roman feels a little bit medieval because of kind of how it is. Yeah. I wanna figure out one of those, and then there's some journal entries. I gotta get a kind of handwritten looking one. And then some, yeah, there's a couple, I need like 5 fonts for this book, dude.
You can do it.
Yeah. Gotta plan my brother's bachelor party too.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck. It was fun hanging out. It was fun hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
I gotta,
We
like...
streamed for so long.
Do we?
I mean, if it's 3 a.m., we must have been streaming for a while.
Hey.
Did you do the dumb zoom in thing?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I had to read the chat for
Undo it.
You do, done.
You're supposed to use this.
You're supposed to use that.
You're not supposed to do the weird thing. Because then I can't
Trisha
undo
is
it.
describing Control Minus and Control Plus
He
as
won't-
arcane.
He won't go on the trackpad and do this. This is too much work.
Just the most arcane knowledge.
Oh,
is,
right. My camera isn't on. We've been streaming for... You want to guess? 3 hours and 30 minutes.
32.
32.
We added so much channel lore. Oh,
We did the best we could.
with what we did the best we could. Every time someone says that phrase, I start like giggling because it's like they were yelling that in the street so much.
Oh, my laptop's almost dead. I must have forgot to plug it in. Well, that was dumb of me. It's a good thing it didn't actually die. It's just one of those things where I have a bunch of stuff close together, and I don't notice when a wire is hanging loose. So basically, I just didn't see that my laptop wasn't plugged in this whole time, and now it's like dying. What are you doing?
I was thinking I would post another video again. If
Oh, okay. Do it quick. Oh, so much vicious typing over there. Oh my god, you're like uploading it this second?
No, it's already uploaded. I was just making it public.
Oh.
Node is not made for kids. And then
Which video is that?
that's a pop-up one.
Oh, so nice one.
Yeah.
Did you want to tell any nice story before I hit end stream? Do you want to do both, or just like go to his video to see the nice story?
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Happy story.
You don't get happy stories.
I should
You
balance
have
it
to
out.
go to the video to see a
Should
happy
bal-
story.
Oh, I guess the video is a happy story.
Everyone can hear you beating up the keyboard. That's pretty funny.
It's just me typing fast.
you.
bullying me.
I mean, you should be proud that our mic is so good. It's picking it up.
Powerful.
Very powerful. Yes.
I guess Amazon was like fucking me over selling my book for like cheaper than I can even print it from them, like not including them shipping it to me, which costs like a fuckload. They charge you a lot for shipping, Amazon. If you're not if you're like an author, they charge you a fuckload. So
No Prime on that.
and you can't stop them from putting a discount on your book, right? And I said like unpublished, like stop selling my book, like because they're selling it for like $4, dude. It's like this is literally robbing me. So I was like, all right, well fuck it. If that's cheaper than I can even print them from these motherfuckers, so I just bought them.
Yeah, right.
And then I could only buy a certain amount. And then I like told my somebody I know on like Minds in the UK. I was like, oh, you should get it because it's like cheap. And then they did.
Yeah.
And then it was cheaper. It was like only like $10 shipping. So it was like they saved $5 or $6. So Amazon tried to fuck me, and then I got cheaper books, and someone got the book that wasn't otherwise going to be able to maybe possibly. So anyway, I wanted to balance out the Blake Flowers story with like a happy video. So I'm uploading a happy one, and if you'd like someplace to go after this, I
You
have this
copy paste.
now. I'll throw it into the chat.
Yeah, check out chat. As soon as he posts it.
Ba-doom. Yeah.
There it is. Woo! Happy story. Wow.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has
Oh,
been
yeah.
a pleasure.
Oh, always. Oh my god! We're being attacked by Jazz.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you guys want to go to the after party, that's the video premiere. So, and I'll be there in chat for a bit.
And I will be in bed. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, and